Woman heme babena sande. Woman heme babena sande. What I say? What carry I want?
I ujamia. Sazo. Means about no. Oh, unchia the man. Oh, see, careful. Yeah, sitting up so OPI visit.
Sit ben.
In Cranzen seat no, cause you're careful.
When dia?
Say your mudia.
Oh, when dia menti.
Political parties, only political.
No political party ben.
NDC MPP.
No mudia.
Yeah.
I watch Kojo Oppong Nkrumah. I don't know. That Kojo de minia pa. Onu sini mtini. There just in concern of seat. NDC system. Eti kakra NDC for na seat na den. There were some CCA. But was seat here the firm. Enya odia. It's just 4 years back. And now I was saying the firm was a G. Na Fabesum na nanom ne adehia ewo. Penifo sa amfo na kire nto aso. Nti ze wo yiri on na ye bi pepa. Okwa you na be kampo wo manfo e beto aso. Minu akoju tiwe. All kokora na enye easy. But okwa ya niam ye yi no. Yasa amfo ya to so bi because ni nkofo fees na adwuma den. Eso ani.
One of the few privileged ministers who handle 2 ministries.
Of course. We didn't win.
Very privileged.
We didn't win, but all Ministry of Information didn't yet. The me bomba is a million pa.
Oka kankasa. What's it? Or that's war ministry, no. But you're careful.
But the idea make us answer. I said me can be million by Fatima number.
Yeah, Fatima.
Yeah, oba. Oja be me penance and pans. Why nothing about treaty said I said a treaty in a war, and. Ni tonnage so come up.
So attack Kumasi for
say Kumasi we Kumasi see aban we omonti nyamasi o aban we is a John kan asem omonti na mabiase hwe Bible kurase yen so kane am fatisi kane adua na se ye de sisro se be hyiren
so address the information minister
na Kojo no na da sen na wofiri ho o na da sen o de tuyi me boss on kamamti because eye dia nga radio we communication fee abana gu they said a church any music church without music any church
a prayer group
there has to be music that will carry the church. Government without communication are dead, and this government it's almost at the edge of dying because maybe
IPR not you know
yeah me can obi be catch us e bi kwa ha akwa GVB wa aban ne ho ntina wo ka de wo ka ana aban ne hwe wo kwan bi so aban bia me hwe me but look kwabra me hanhamani a aban bia ba wo be bi but I can tell you say owura Kufuor aban has he aban na yechuba but we say Ghana Fonte because of family afọ nya hwe Ghana Fonte because of be body who they will I mean communicators down to serial callers nanti almost sorry amudi radio ben na yesi ho a mo tete radio bia and radio bia we one voice bi also wo hwe omo social media menua say Obama nom ni other people omo social media nom yi for the government no aban na ntiase won ntisa brofo na say the mouthpiece said all ye bia de wosusu ni team de wadwe hu bia na Ghana for betima te de waye kora ase kora na gise nkofo body road church ase
means na information service e was egu ana
kwabra me no on trust am de bia na hako nkofo omonyinyimi wa ban mi omonyisanyise mem omonyisanyise obetra kora o kan so bia kora bofu
but be mindful of sa kasa no
o san nkofo o da bi odi and they say I mean by nature na kwabra mu do that o de ase eti Kojo, I mean, he from the days of joy, who saw Panoti Abrantia, who said, Uti Centroni, Utinka, or Bayana, Ujina Hokasa, and say, I'm near the uncle for Janano. That man name we a day, copy the buyer, and send 7 affair. I may for some buyer, you better call and call a donya me and 1 year, month for come, my minimum, I say, come, my men, young Connie. I told you a day, that's a Kojo Baby defended. Or Babontina or Sorigina or Cassa, not to Tuniama, then in your bass so did the Chino Mocaniama. Now, for money made a coffin, a buying share sanity. Then, mum, who budget. Now, Minister of Information, no common 100,000 for 6 months on Fancobo de Rua. Sabia no macro think and grant. You better move for Kojo. I put on a demo. Mopa. Mo de Roma man fonte mopa mamu de roma manfonte abato no so de eto no ba kope ento no mienu ye bo wie ya ase no am bi Man City eno am hwe bo kwabra me nan mienu na akra nka me apira ko me ti o nya me na o si che bo ya bo ni nyina na se me wura TV ma kwa koche po no me wura me nyi ye wie na remade fo eye den afri bo ye nyina ajo so hebi ankosiaga bo ye Man City for I think 20 corners to 2 corners 20 to 2.
Okay, so
I'm just telling the government that in spite of Niamo Papa Omaye, because infrastructure Kojo make us and Kwabran, Midimania Hupi, will be say, or Mahama na from there, or a cousin Kufo from there, but Uraku for the swap enough from the Casepa. Monkos one time, Motia, now the one agents and found a whole here. Works
and Housing Minister, Caretaker Minister, Minister of Information, Akwaba. Minister Akwaba. Nyamiadum Boko na would say.
Nyamiadum.
Ministry, me Boko there.
Ministry Bakuna, me womb sabre, and no ye works and housing. But a bano, finance oversight, war information. The Armenia Bar Fatia, a deputy minister, Ewo Sabre, our no sona, ye him se parliament. Puma Kwemwa, Obabe substantive minister for information. They are on name penny for when you know about children. Se banadi here ministerial approval now their brain.
But you are still in charge.
No, I'm not. I am assisting.
Providing. Yeah, a bit difficult. Because they were bonting as you Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, works a house here, or swap. And his son says she will read minister and Nibisia community. Or no, I say, Chilima ministry until say Unipan Baba. So decisions be a free Ministry of Information, baby, and you are responsible. And I make a sure say in your case, your deputy minister or capacity. No, a deputy minister for, in fact, Sabre a deputy minister for information. Juman Menena say Sabre no me too quite poor. Onona ohwechire say ehuku hia say bibia o ye ne hia ministerial signature and ministerial endorsement and bibia your caretaker minister one no adwen ho ene na ewie saa na ekoso Sabre. Okay, it is all ministry all free while na back with us you are some of the achievements in there.
Ya mama committee akodi information ho komo but nenka me pesenka it didn't come on call housing, but my member on top of a me call information ministry caneno. So Bekaya na ye infrastructure baby a central for crowd tana baba ye juma e wo press briefings ne press center crime say na ne dia wo say no na nyesa na eti no ne ade ba ko di kan ye a share bibi foforo to so me no ye san so eyi akwan hodo to ho aban ene omanfo bedi nkomo ebebo na adwuma ho dawro. And Bekaya started ministers press briefings but 2 times a week. Yena ne Ekosiisen we 1 p.m. press conference no okay. We are near say baku kwada. Started Ghana to work campaigns, ministries, department agencies are omo ye adwuma ombema ho kwan said omo ye no ye mo ho dawro no. Kwabati mi o ombema ho kwan said omo ye no ye mo ho dawro. Mom de aka de be ka ho no. Ni nya platform eboa Masani money now about under the Ghana at Work campaigns. Yeah, started town hall meetings. So Bekaya go around country. Budra said they are buying here home food. Nini adene di chigu abontina. Ye bohu de rubu okusa no bisani the ministers no kwa abontin for town hall meetings. Krampoma nina ekoso EBA retail channels on digital platforms are feed directly ultimately na ufi aban body ra wan kasa ultimately en kofa radio station bi na TV station bi ansa na ba oba no central for adwuma media capacity enhancement program kwan be boa central for ma central for ni media konkan ye de ba kwan be fa so aboa na wono ma ye central for yakayaka de ya so ano coordinated mechanism of the safety of journalists ye de ba yene start compare amanoni nyumeku eboa central for to say ifpim so mo first ka aninim de mbeboa Ghanaian media ani na ba beboa Ghanaian media ntajuma ne de say ubun kompo he
you left the ministry na information department and what something say
information services department time me be take over me kana obrasem say literally na egu oko around the country vans cry na omde be adwuma no cry no na ebi ni ho offices still updated staff morale very low. You buy any the friend ISD transformation program buy. I now me no can say I buy a sign contract say vans ISD vans for 40. The first 40 out of 261 no. Yemfemra sign contract. I won't say Momufemra. ISD you reorganize staff. The first now ISD who obisi or cinema division obisi or exhibition division near there. Yeah, to me Danny and ISD for ISD media. Our Mankasa publish a lot of stories on a daily basis about the course of ministries, departments, and agencies. Head office on Ankasa infrastructure divisions. A Pompey Guho. So when you create a whole research division, ISD, and 16 units, one for each region. I say, perceive who's a first no. Obi to me co-president or catcher so go for Kikam say. But me as information minister, my co-president work at cancer match, and I was saying me what empirical data. Me won you so say I survey across the country.
Say na nipa.
Nipa no hanchi mu dua sanse. Ade we say aban twin sign. And aban tonko so ade we mu. Emma say na ma edwin fa de on say na mema say na mebu edwin fa de we so. To create a whole ISD research division and then you may I'm saying then you may and let's say a year juma at the end of every day research also mo ye de ba. Now also to me agina so dey akọ cabinet akọ ka bibi a cabinet ni na because cabinet ye two man paninfo nti afutu a ye de be mo man panin wo dey out dey ba na wo nyina so ho na be ko kire mu say assembly na professor from Pombo aten aka no ni sunsun so ni later obeka so feel say me na me time na say bibi nya no kra juma na ye research and na dey aba ye dey akọ to ni nti ISD omo koso aye omo transformation program no ho adwuma na me bonya me mpa say at the end of it all, no, success no be sure mobile.
Well, just forgive me, but we on your ministry, what free is more challenging ministry. Go kind of expectation of you very high on that ministry. Even since you told me, today that one some baby. I'm saying major challenge is who access information. No, it's quite difficult.
And you know, we do all information or apply for it. Or to maybe no can be or crampo. I quite fast to apply no. One coin in accordance with the law. ITI first na a bill. Me be the minister and ye to me into an act. ITI penny act I sign a president sign a live on TV no be a reswara. Transparency sign here. You create a whole right to information commission. And I far ITI officers, bare 350, a posted across various institutions or Ghana, a training home. It is all institution the now requested for ITI officer no. Nasa who make a right information request when sabeka information when san can no one right information commission a petition and ITI commission or sanction including ministers of state and me say so every time na make say so one comply no sanction wa me support what I'm saying sanction sanction a lot of institutions even ministers of state are now or comply with information and same time adwuma so journalists be brave a forte state na nkeka on ade say be brave based on ITI requests eboa adwuma no kwanipa ba ko mienu bi wo ho a se be o maso wedding wo bisa information na on fema ono sa no mra na kire kwan ya mfa no so the ITI it is one of the institutions I'm very proud of say o ma ye adwuma pa ade also o mkoso ye ade ba kwa na yesre ne say ye ma yemfa nipa inform nko all institutions because mra na ma ho kwan say baby wo ho a ye yemfa nipa nko baby so wo ho a one kasa training obi wo institution no ye de ayen hu ye ne say baby ayen ya fo obi training de na ba no or responded better than Obi or accountant here more baby so by the way. ITI request about also sign your juma. And on attention near dear any so. Until I know was one of the things yesterday before we left say pay attention to it.
Welcome to the Ministry of Works and Housing. Very challenging ministry, difficult. What we share almost the rainy season, and you know the challenges that comes with it.
I know,
especially Kumasi and Accra. Ghana had almost a Kandishine, Shiashine, Achimotane, those areas. It is 60 days in office. It's been good.
Is it 60 days? Yes, about 60 days. Yeah, 2 months. I mean, a friend me after more announcement no say me THE station back we say the so now minister forgot this ampa I'm saying ampa me minister forgot this no 60 days very very speedy progress na if you say me buy first now say me try tie adwuma na see me technical teams Reverend Osei, Dr. Theresa Tufor, Chris Pobi, Pennyfo, architect for engineer for some major me go school because you are any finance, any economics, my construction, any built environment. But on my boy, within the last 60 days, Emma Mintiasi of the sector across Ropa. A hono, you will be 9 any year. Baku a national flood control program. Send ensure toa and can be to me at Nefago Temunako baby Oseko. Na Emma floods ember. And we are 1, 2 a coastal protection program. We are saying and saying a real shintino ensure a peja epo ensure yiri kosro na a hampo no bebre quite a bit to me faso asano. 3 a housing. Nipebia so nya baby duty to Christumpo. Ka say anomano o baby a odi ni tibeto mo crowd baby om tibeto so nipa ba no oni baby odi ni tibeto amaya bi o ha o come constitutional baby a nipa di ni tibeto right they say housing you right here there no men said antisa mo there but housing a basic need. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, housing a basic needs. Na Ghana na no hwa ye hia dan be 1.8 million ama nkwankwa tenem dan be average nipa be 4 and etenem. But your deficit no population housing census now you hear by 1.8. 1.8 no nipa here dan ni honti no. Otu obi fie. In fact, they say many about or for send me message ni feel send no a message say we too na fie ho. Now before about they also bit you know I was so saying
exactly this afternoon we to the same news. Otua 1 year curfew on it. Yeah. Until
landlords ni tenants and they are mote adwa umaso. Real estate agents the bia wagadre no mo jobiska o do ko hwekra mpo a o say hey this otua be say because supply near lower than demand no nti amayaman bebre na ya ban na dwen so kwan be na ebetumi afaso na etumi ama sa gap na ye close Ghana ha no fitim de aban na aban anka say iska so de aban sika AC adan ni bi na ye de amankofo anasa aban be bob besia so de si dan no de amankofo we call that be Kojo Oppong Nkrumah flats. We be who the champion, yeah, dance so much over baby near there. Buzia peso, yom koye rural housing kakra. President Kufo buy affordable housing, but man, yaso kore mampon, Kufuri dua near there, boom. Upton and ne, ebia kika ure muho. And this year buy first some try STX, so bekaya, and ye, no mko fast aglemi, buy and so a koye bibia oho. The abaya try ye buy the 2017 bay any sacre muka krase ye pesa buying the private sector na kan boom no mai because private sector efficiency no wasoro essence abayan kasa se ono esi dan no into where I started affordable housing ewo Pokuase 8,000 units sabria menoka in fact nemenoka se mi fi wona ebe me buy ma start site meetings.
Some idea now almost 8 contractors, local contractors.
No.
Okay, good.
No. Me fi wona ebe me buy ma start every 2 weeks be me no me site meeting. Ti me ankasa minister no plus consultant no and developers no be a managing director ni master contractor ni nyina ti obi ni control issues no back because I will see to me follow na dey no content market. As at now, sen ko my be 42% of the work or my be 12%. Aye. Enti ye pia kwetri. But I know shows you the same attitude of say a buying sika na ode ya saying na echo. Bauko TDC TDC for so far from 2020 bay almost 9,072 at the ama public. Now saying me buy me ante Alice ni board chairman any penny for ye kika eti boom no ye to secure funding a ye ba be break ground for another 800 and about 32 units within the next financial 1 month or so. I know about affordable housing no uko tesano ye flats bi o be 320 units and no try fast track edwuma say by June na ye to me e bia no awie nti ye guso a ye affordable housing but 1.8 they want to me for affordable housing sa ankete we solve ye be koso aye banye no na be solve problem no nti sabre ye wo se ne private sector na san kwankwa adwuma sheda kabum se ne omoye no aman bi so no se den ye betumi ayama na wo abisi dan be 5,000 we see and any there so building new cities master development near there ya man be Egypt ni kan na won so omo building new cities se be ya nya ban sika nkwa ne there a day incentives a day no more yama private sector into yama private sector net they say Abidjan here Obekwa sit down 20,000 Abidjan because Abidjan and saying there was a company that I engaged with or be sit down 20,000 Abidjan I don't know Ghana a day incentives na Abidjan buying the moment here omuko. And so how do we develop an incentives package that will bring master developers from the private sector to partner us to close the housing deficit? It's only the innovation that we are working with. So innovation now, so now it solve some of the problems of the past. Too far baby to say Saglemi, under the old model, na buying Bobbisia $200 million. No, the man contractor says he died 5,000 mami. If you actually no now buy it to $196 million out of the $200 million. I'm a contractor and a consultant no. By that I 1,506 a year. Brunino Casa no say at various stages of completion. Beho Abeko Foundation. Beho Abeko my first floor pe. Beho Abeko no my first and second floor. Beho me we dining na so BB any my rods na there. Beho Abeko no me we ya total room ya the sink a shame. Into different stages. By ensuing you in your mechanic your sewage system in your sebi. Ubi ko ekujani na says ya. So no first floor now I say why I bear some here. And so yeah trains are buying copiska for Meshimwana. Abraham minister touching a minister no and no more yeah survey evaluation in na Ghana Institute of Surveyors ebetre and say kasi be 8,506 na wono. Near the Namkani and in sewage system na kanwa. Ebe cost be $114 million. I want to bank as a mumbo break near you say tier 196 out of 200.
Now was have tier 1.
Now most of this tier name is canify him. Tiabayan Rimu no. Attorney General came to the view say Sikano. I will say Bimukuyi and one or court. In Tisabria Meno Casem, Penifoni Bijina Quarter, or Muisa 196 million or Muyi and Anuasem ever court. But project no, Ekunko. Inti ministers and so what you buy no back cabinet senti. Young murky funding of $114 million now available. Now come moving real project no. Cabinet trail options ni na me and was a meeting no be na me information minister at that time. Cabinet decided say sa bria ye ho hihye yen say nya $114 million after year 196 emfa enkonko real project we say. Into more private sector capital ne fenye. Ibenya nkra o mo sika ne nim dia ombetumi aye omumra ne nyem mum. We are yet the Juma Magana for. To me, buy and only a Juma, so I buy now can say 60 days and me buy him say 3 weeks in the mono. And I'm in a technical working group near course Aglemi for meeting. The honor amount 5 weeks, sir. Uncrate was so much trefa sa Saglemi na yet to me. I de Atua Bontino or Monchiches and Uncrata, but I couldn't cram I say. Until within 3 weeks instead of 5 weeks, no more to me every year all the technical work. Tenra and more issue request for proposal no. Almost issue work plan for Saglemi. Quite a bit to me a fast near to me the area.
Private developers, either as a developer and as a consortium of developers. And almost issue transparency policy no. Any frequently asked questions. Tenra and the two abunting within the next 3 months no. Private developers and we say a global competitive financial tender into private developers from anywhere in the world have an opportunity on Baba examine on Baba share reports master plan BBR na say baako no betumi ayo say be numa na nsia and on betumi ayabomwa omo de omo bid aba be July ho ba bi no yeah the Bema independent valuation panel on my examine bids no. Say Ghana for quite disappointed on this agreement matter.
Mebao, but just to end, you remember independent valuation panel on value we are nipa ne bid to asumpa ne apeke. Nene na negotiation money contract. Na fi watu asaglemi project no so.
Well, frequently asked questions. Me say be a follow with you. No matter how ma dey na say we afi no mo sa ko nipa mo be.
We follow process na e bia won kan say because me chair the minister attaching first so buy na contractor na yama no 196 na won wi ade no. E was afi udo mo suko na ko hwe say e den na si. To am ko mo a ye hu say etia $196 million project no say na no so am conduct full-scale investigation. In fact, first, no, also evaluation of the work. And no, me who said, "I know my yes, where we know." In we scans your TV. Now, Castle we are here $114 million. And also on the Ghana Institute of Surveyors na Jumano. and no ne ko fa by say ne so mo full scale inquiry to find out say scan fine because if you scan that bank and akwa no we jade no so ti afi mo go through ni ade wie no by the time I ba 2020 no mo back to the view say sika na say bi mu ko yi ano court nti sa bre na me ka cho say ya bom ko edu court a omu eyi ano ewo ho so you we na the attorney general kan court ne ya adwan no ne nya adwan court be kan no ti minister Sensubu achi ba 2021 no and also started process and say Sadia you making 114 million available na yen fen konko we project and I make us around that time your financial issues I was abre ye musa time ne ko priska ho.
So on this project abana mo ntu o tuni say na say ojibre nhwemu no be bia
say 1 2
no be sinto no no de mo be kwa kujina se ni bia ne ko no hwe kwan obe fa so abetima ma program
exactly yes until no na 2021 as so start ya go through the various processes of cabinet finally decided in 2022 say you private sector funding.
It will be because dan you really na bit me
I mean you buy the central for alcohol and then various stages of completion. And join news in Adom TV cameras in Anewo. Baby a dan iron rods to more the air foundation level now. They are on my first floor now. They are on my first and second floor now. The iron rods, the pipes, they in a tutorial now. They are almost Syria. Which means a dynasty hole. So be come near than to no. They are become now they are sink now. Ube eno. They are area begla proof or be a 2 begla. Ube say into various stages. Into a no crisis agreement project. Na ye a dahwa ubi tinamo ye na buying boa payo no say o mobi antem. Sabri amino kase insu nkrenyo. And you am sewage system. Anyhow, in the sense, the asabi will be a year a between in a cocrabino.
Most of the time, a embassy or the affordability that so a be reaching affordability way above the targeted group. And how then we fight that a deficit of housing because affordability I bind your year war a year Amasamaka to class clearly the target in here. Especially one now, Gidi said, Fatanya, minimum budget because the last time minister, former minister, okay, say when you're there, Yaman Pabakwaji do no credit. So now you may have full and not that you may have been Siamano exiting the public service. Or mine to me and ya baby or Mudio Muti, minimum Yasasi, the aims of Bono money and Lenton. Now exited. So affordability and how
affordability now say so we or economics are taking on 2 fronts. Demand front and the supply front. First of all, say dana is in a dana kasane boy there. You be winning affordable. Indeed, a dine a man dine boy day. Cement, iron rods are boa hiani a day and ankasano. The boy so 2 Sika would they air finance they are going for construction financing no and then when you developer be no bank ko 25-30% per annum na say iron rods ni abono ni man kra ni boarding na sika they financing so another 30% so be another than affordable and then just on the supply side or on the demand side no and then you there say be nyado ye diska eto eponso ni atodeko in fact baby be obekodan ye the different mortgage and eto to be out in Fibe do no me mortgage a me J brand me no Joy family na 15-year mortgage 15-year mortgage from Republic Bank me nya bet ma but omo no mo kai me sa brand no ma me mortgage na me ko to me dan o def track 15-year mortgage today me dey turn one time tia babisa won say nipa he e no ye adwuma maboso me bi etua na salary e fa na account mu na or the akotre bank be my bank na ka say ampa abranti we no ha say intimate me my mortgage into on that side on the demand side no so no many people be never qualify and say no be qualify for bank na nkasa na sika na that bank on bank no be say 30% and say na sika na be down be na interest rate ni na baby into solutions to housing no say be enye pa show say into na bank be brenya po say mama am pe blocks be na me see be 20 bi mamu kama ma bibi. The way to go about it, and say first of all, I say construction materials costing. Yeah, boa man bafo. I say number 2, construction financing. Sika developer no benya dey construction no. The man bafo. And mind be ho a ye sheda e pesika de to ho. Say we dey e dey see adan. Enti si hu no form. Wo a wo beji akosi dan no si hu no form. And so about demand side now, so you said that's okay. With this car, you banks and so mortgages. There are pension funds near there to underwrite mortgages. Into be you know, na se can no bonya dey bebre. And so banks na nkasa so bo homodin with a strong credit scoring system. It is nipa no nya dwuma ogibusumi aketu ya krampo banks no an innovative way to me tracking who's okay way. You bet me a man say because in the shop here why or any sales say ni near man say you bet to me a man bosia. So any money na was and the approach I adopting is first of all you put it together an incentives package. The part of the thing I was here construction materials no more. Until one more master developers no. Until uba job taxes so can hona.
It's what we
because
there are no money bobe to me.
Who are buying dying want to be CB nipa 1.8. I mean they here buying 1.8. Dying be nipa 4 on them average. Who are buying dining there to me and see who could Bobby see a cry already at ACC. Who are try so who attract the private sector and say Omra no Mbambe master developers 5,000 no see school no hospital no more near there kakra or no akusi another 5,000 till one yes traffic no oban cry obenya djuma ho near there okay till no so na oba be no private developer no dey capital ba be who say be the tax account today incentives na also the man nti asase no on top and I buy beji assassin as a land bank no dey man say me to be see that assassin dey me to me ajama ginaye what am I say enti those incentives no say you heard you Kenya you heard you Morocco you heard you in Morocco say I'm so percent down affordable housing back down to $20,000 enti agreement on the developers na say who seen at $30,000 and that's a price point I buy subsidize $10,000 now nipa no donate you $20,000 and they just one of our more incentives mean kasi yes sir but I buy bebre dream when him say into the incentive Kenya constitution mo no say housing your right and into no mashemra omo de edge housing levy editor na omo housing developers no atapo into sasika no at zero interest no dey developer housing no into construction finance no we say no aba form into yen Ghana no so ye ba be ka say yen sanko bob besia foforo nko toa saglemi so ana say president Kufuor affordable housing I will see any private sector na yejuma me offer incentives to participate no mama boy am I so and that is the thinking that we are bringing to bear.
What's the challenge here not with you wherever you found yourself you've excelled. The challenge here is that your challenge is home. Where we've got into, there is a lot of Ghanaians, reasonable percentage of Ghanaians have solutions.
True.
That enabling environment, they make Comnas and as a private investor.
Yeah.
Me say me ba many bits be quickly make me put up a lot of structures. I'm at a very good rate. So conversations you're having. Sometimes it takes years.
Well, it's not going to take years.
It's on the drawing.
It's not going to take years.
When the next,
it's not going to take years.
If Dr. Balmer is breaking up, no matter how to us we are on it.
No. It's going to.
That's the challenge we have.
Yeah, I understand.
Fantastic.
It's a fair challenge, but on this incentives package. So for example, me buy a agreement. Me catch you say 5 weeks or more than 3 weeks. You're about one thing. You cut through the process. Your mom 3 months to receive the bit. You cut through the process according to your work plan. I will say by end of I'm say by 30th of August. According to your work plan, no. Thank you to me identify private developer that we sign a contract. Now we resume work on Saglemi. Incentives package, yeah, okay. Within the next 6 weeks, we'll have an incentives package before cabinet.
That one the difficulty. All angles of just making sure you get the right thing for Ghana. Even with this agreement, it started from Atachia to Asenso. Now you followed up, you're almost closing the gap. Look at the number of years. Me fear and they say, with this delivery, nobody can fight that you're not on top of what you're doing. They say, but
so we say you are seeing it. We say no. You are seeing it. They catch us in 6 weeks.
Showing me that
in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks. No, in 6 weeks I'll be before cabinet with the incentives package. In 6 weeks. Friend, in 6 weeks, not be I'll be before cabinet. In 6 weeks. Me catch them say there's an agency I was say set it up. A very regulated real estate transaction. Ubi torn down. They say a bear can go for fast bunko for. When I'm moving a draw down, or sit down, we say $70,000. Who to have $40,000 credit we are. I feel bisana, and a problem, any problem. A big thing. Kofosi can lock up. die by Ahubrasem ye call offices hall I can say dining ye be yemwe ni ma say pese by the end of April or mu be agency no currently cashin yam say 30th of April ye be agency no no pay ye meeting with the chief executive technical advisor and a team in chain or mo board chairman Kojo Oppong Nkrumah the 30th of April ye be. Now I'm telling you say in 6 weeks Mekana Obrasim will be before cabinet with an incentives package. The body member is a cabinet be approving incentives package. Now my parliament resume will go before parliament to tell the whole country said this is our proposal. Say parliament engine to say the master developers bano mababi developer master communities 5,000 10,000 although the sika ba mababi developer schools kakra ho we kakra ho then you say usoya no pa wote hefa no the traffic no kwala nkra be do school no manda one kasa be fi kra no wabre na fear the our problems incentives are you proposing you call Kenya when you who say omoye Kenya you call every coast when you call Morocco say you call Austria say you so omoye into yeso Ghana na pese you competitive ye die ni yem fan to Ghana for nyina yem fan to parliament anim na ma obi anka say yempe obi anka say yempa say ne sabi let's say yana what I say, I assure you, in 6 weeks I'll be before cabinet, and then we'll deliver that incentives package to Parliament as well when Parliament.
The fortunate thing is that you carry that integrity and credibility. I am hopeful. But the previous minister started another fantastic
rental assistance scheme. Oh yes.
How far?
Oh, a very, very, very successful scheme. They are say so be any dying. No peso high na opeso 2 years advance but na humbo and so qualify under the scheme no be 2 years or 2 years up to 2 years advance na mano no busumi be away to month by month to the scheme so far I'm saying the first window no if my numbers are right, a little over 10 million CDs was made available. I already started about thousands of people. We could deliver a whole report to a parliament. That's one of my first reports that I went to parliament to deliver. What we need is that you hear more money into that fund so that I bet you about more people across
we don't know
the country.
Party people or
oh no.
Is it a scholarship deal or
no? First of all, there's an open application platform, and even the data. We data ne buy about baby applications. If you buy regions are applications, if you buy operating regions are applications, if you buy any the numbers that were given out. You need to go to Parliament. Nobody could raise a finger and say a party.
I don't need ITR to get this information. Is that correct?
We went to Parliament to disclose it. But even if you want it under ITR, you can make a request. You get it. But we went to Parliament. I read the statement on the floor of Parliament. Many copy I would have given it to you. Obia today to be Amba Mekanchen says now Bentin got it because of a party. What I say. Until I think that it is working well. We need to fund it some more. If something else can be done to bring some more confidence and transparency, why not? It's a big deal.
So, Umi is not responsible for looking at these rent issues 2 years, 4 years advance in dollars. Is your ministry solely responsible for that?
Yes, because the Rent Control Board and at the Rent Act, some new amendments to the Rent Act attempting to deal with some of these things. Currency need the Bank of Ghana and also of nice form. And me but them be a ubiti has a now make say also Bank of Ghana are more aggressive in implementing the currency rules in the whole application ni problem. Yeah, and the application you na be nyama me a Bank of Ghana and also make sure of course South Africa here no crowd dollar now could hotel reception so person also $1 and now could you say $10 ko forex bureau na ko sabra. Why do we allow Bank of Ghana and governor will tell me I say we be a Michiana me need this anko mo ya dey also mo ye nti no dey rent control for us Bank of Ghana for now say now the issues of to say be a rent control act say not more than 6 months Bank of 4G 2 years Bank of you cry goodwill I don't know so
yeah goodwill
okay a demand and supply question say supply no form na demand no was right. Participators in the market nankasa be out be dey in of course na yin na ye kota dey at the end 5 penny or yes we 15
me say share or dey say yin na ebo mo dey this
at the end 5 penny wo yes we 15 wo kakra no kakra I said they are sorry for the bono into bon say into the answer is to improve the housing stock. So to me deliver about 1.8 million no, over let's say like a 10-year period. What is share power? Now crowding in private real estate, you know, Dubai Damak money adi na could go no musisi. So to me develop a framework could be enemies. Oh, quite for so Yako Ghana and also the Ghana housing market, no. A buying incentives are washi sheno. Emudao. Say me dimisi kabako to ayi na me tonton wa hade enka me ko Ghana now even say me ni nkofo me nu say kabo me ye some affordable housing projects under government scheme now work as a price point here for say $20,000 and the banks are willing to give more. You will crowd in a lot of private capital. So to me no now if supply no cost right. I say una ubechu yes so say o de me pe o de
But whilst we are waiting for this fantastic planning, what can be done? There should be a stop.
So for now, you accelerate affordable housing program now. And I make a choice say in the next maybe about 1.5 months, you could break groundwork boom for 832 new homes. And we buy to me attitude and I may bought Antialis why ye Juma pass. So far she's delivered on any board, opening brack on the board. Or might deliver 1,072 homes in Tema. Boom. And now we want to go to a phase 4 by 832. No. Now we can just say Pokwase, and also we're working to accelerate it. Pokwase as well. As at now, no, accelerate affordable housing. No. Number 2, and probably say we be of interest you because we feel crisis to say me. Also, called districts anymore. I buy housing in the and now housing projects a bebwa. And I say my first 2 meetings I'm here in Nanope. Back where my district health director, Dr. Nia Brantia, Yakofa no by a district hall. And we yani see diamond into a buy, see that talk man because prior to me be MP, no said the Benam Kaji, you need doctor back who district to nipa 100,000. Okay, and no buy no. The key argument is you hear accommodation for more of the medical staff. Only my district education director and buy the same challenge. Teacher for nice young man, nice young woman. Ya mano posting so call Achimansa district na ko teacher. Oba no be here atakwa me dan ba ko menu ni ade o say me kwaba okwa ombadium no akwa corporate transfer ni ya man no afri ho. Nti o say e dey adan ni be core district no nyen kran ni Nkumase nko ana e wo say ye ma yani e wo e hande e be accelerate affordable housing but ye be start district housing program in the districts and finance minister Min Yamin Shano the concept note no tool and discussing it and he bought into it straight away. Discussing with cabinet, he was very supportive. My colleague ministers were very supportive. Until we're going to start a district housing program. I know I don't know about districts anymore. And I say, Ubi a post, Ubi ko as teacher and I be when your baby at Ubi or maybe our hey, Usuabi, Usano no and Neja or Jijo Tatanka Krakra, Unyanka, Ubepe, Ushe baby or tia. Unyanka bepe baby kakamano. By nye say why already say we can be another cement the dam ho. Nti baby we ho with local materials and ebo for ma otoman ye obi wa buchi person to be mani mami anase bibi. Ono so be obi adwuma wa akosombo ofi begro. Or dream say nti me story ana okay or dream say nti say me retirement me den. Or no say you be to me I started participating into district housing program. Into 1 year accelerate affordable housing. 2 year started district housing.
More appetizing.
Who's a because say if you grass into baby yeah.
Pressure be so. Nipa be anybody send back to.
Yeah.
You know,
and then also no you per se into no technology you use no. Your friend compressed earth. And you use local materials. Send any born a bed. Yeah. And me rural housing department.
And then just say a crazy diabetes.
Oh, yes, you know. In fact, ASL phone I design only mass layout near the Indian. Me rural housing department for Omona or more the certification of materials and technology. But in fact, no good. And only a see Apiati.
Okay.
The reconstruction of Apiati. Don't say the compressed earth na no a pilot kakrebi of the Tiano fi Yedibabe in the districts. Very green, comfortable, cool habitats in the district. Until accelerate affordable housing, now started district housing program. But above all, I will see to me develop Ghana incentives package. And only there, me to me in these 9 months as minister. But me deliver sa package, incentives package, cabinet edutum parliament ejitum po na da ho eji ahome nipa obedi echira bas the next minister no beba no na framework ho a ema ono no sebe omre.
Okay, so mameka tifo na hwefo say eye Kojo Oppong Nkrumah minister and Eden Education Committee works in housing, but Yaa Jantuah protocol officer or TDC or the pictures no omo dine of a power.
Oh, men Canada.
Dominic say mo botimi dia to so dia maya. Chum.
Almost 1072. In fact, Biano, President Beba Ababi Biano, na da wo Biano no so yasa breaking ground for 832 units at phase 4.
So TDC Limited has successfully completed the Community 26 Pool Affordable Housing Projects phase 1, 2 and 3. A total of 71 blocks. Yes. Have been finished in the enclave with essential amenities such as fully fenced and gated estate, asphalt roads, and underground drains. Sewage system. Each block has standby water tanks, and the infrastructure for water and electricity is also in place. The units breakdown includes 64 studios apartments, 128 one-bedroom ordinary units, 256 one-bedroom special units, and 624 two-bedroom units. So far, from 2022 till date, 1,072 units have been completed. Phase 4 will have 832 units when completed. Oh wow, yeah, thank you for the information. But Intibra, na Ibra, Asempa page, Asempa FM extra.
Where Facebook on?
Oh wow.
I'm the way that you call site inspection.
Okay. Oh, TDC for na Joey.
Gana here TDC for na here. And I make a choice NJBiano. Yebeka kubiano. Na yasa breaking ground for 832 units. Into year accelerated. Pokwa se the 8,000 I make a choice. Yeah, and also a very, very similar. In fact, my main story in show. Pokwa se originally not TDC for count.
I said omo book be on the buy na hwehwem. Let me calculate say
about 8 local. Okay. Into time I go through numbers no near here Juma TDC for I gave an instruction say TDC should be included in the Pokwasi project. And to say I chose TDC inviting them with the employers requirement omra into Pokwasi project no na also be participating
in amount 41
ebi o ho anko 40 maybe o ho empty.
Did she share oh
she share oh yes abaya Juma for doctor for nurses for teacher for in fact uko TDC criteria obetime kwa follow up by no na court to the earlier and common na yedi say a lot of these things no I was say yenya bre yetna say yedi nkomo ye hu foni say no bia etumi ehu etia say we ekpon TDC uko tema committee 22 almost another first only about 100 and something, and phase 2 only another by I think 200 and something. Yeah, by phase 3 says that will bring it to a total of 600 units.
Yes, yeah, I'm
that's
my problem because apart from maybe state housing, I'm say every minute be I will say or more say or more Derbyshire 5 round in
fact, talking of state housing or channel pa, Yami Aduma, Bayanunsia, Meko Kumase.
Yes,
you have 30 units be Kumase. State housing. 30 units be Kumase, I can't hand you over China. Then, me buy a minimum board chairman, Neo MD, Nanapia, almost on my Bojuma pa. President Kufuor affordable housing na aka Kufuor do about 380 units or so then no state housing for yen hihye na to me enye skaka kra room na nwura na ya de nyina yakwa akodon na fi contractor for to me akọ site no ma twema wie sa project no because you see ni party Kufuor do a ehia dan atenem 1.8 na ye kan gap no be Kufuor do. Into all of these abandoned projects, and then some of these new ones, they are committed to moving it as quickly as possible.
But forgive me, we're a guy because I said they will see anybody see to become. Don't talk like this. It encourages a lot too because even though it's a difficult job, quite simple. Because one there, I'm telling you, one
no, saying into
I'm telling you. That will just change the whole system.
You see, and I'm going to say, I might be or I'm further by telling you, housing you're right. Yeah, the yen can say by a need. Masa only be we are doing Tibet to asomdwe be wo mu a.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see we talk right now okay ka.
Yeah.
Honestly, we'll do our best, but like I said, between accelerating affordable housing, any increasing the district housing that a year can. The big one for me is see to me infrastructure incentives package now. And in that ho. Tiafi and one kasa frefre dom. Ma or to me.
Okay, so not of text message, but I think we have to just adjust our conversation a bit, because your biggest challenge again is how to fight flooding. You know, what my assurance in terms of housing. I know the intimate giddy because and new messages are buying, you know, you the quarter cabinet anymore. One better was and then new innovations out there by district one. But how the menu one because I want one assassin more. There be assembly in here him for no. And to Yabama was what to send a year agenda one. In Crossy, you know, I make Ojibino.
Yeah.
Semejia and forever, my father, me to my father.
So I also almost contributed to the redevelopment of the district.
Okay.
District name was Sebi, I die or Takwame Daniel poor planning near the Abaya. A way on a private developers airba see new communities new settlement starting with Abayajuma FO. They say na assembly to say for now they are starting this year, you know. You hear a budget in idea. We can only do in 32 districts, so come at me. 32 districts. The 32 districts are already so on my assassin. You know starting. 32 districts. I already so on my assassin. You know starting.
But if you don't push your MMDCs well as well, how much chiefs is on because these are a project that's a cost of the
1 year will be budget.
1 year
will be budget.
And
because I buy it to me one who can crack private sector for local development. I mean, like local building technology. Ne bow from you really announce about say price points, you know. Yeah, fine. Yes, my assassin is 7 acres per settlement. For 941 in a settlement. We are Mama Kasabi
beautiful.
That's my 7 acres.
I see a Gibrania fast trackers.
Yeah, time best. No, time best. So my abohu de Yebeconina. We de Jacon Consana. Menoti Haidi. Now see my 7 acres. Near Yabua teacher for police for nurse for near dear Wahona Masumo district. And I made say, or he be and Hobeka said there before Mpakadan.
And so once the next challenge. So I'll be. How much your sites be in Accra here, maybe at Chimota, Shiashi, North Kaneshi, and other places, or maybe on those points. So, what is it?
Mako around Greater Accra, for example, baby, I ensure to Atairi, Nefine. And the first question, maybe say, and say, me perceive me who the total picture, total mileage of drains I was here, Omode and no buy. And I feel 16 flood control programs I here. 2018, 2020, and 2023. Now, me perceive me what percentage of the problem are we tackling? That may by next time. Me the data and bro. So far, we're only tackling 2% of the flood. And I said the potential flood challenge. 2%. Come on, Obako school now or the 2%. But I mean, say Ubabuno. But the challenge really is funding. And until so far, and cry war channels. Nkono and ensure to was a film na ekogupum ba ko ha dwen pa Odo River no ti eno after sa June disaster and afi World Bank amayen Bosnia 200 million say yemfa enye eho adwuma eno krampo no enko anim senia na nke pese ekono but so when I say only 2% of the solution and I deliver let's say you were chiri. And then the biggest one, the World Bank, Airboy, no, Yakechri Kakra. I'll be the first to admit, say, Yakechri on the flood response program. Oko Kanishia, master drains, I was here, Kanishi. Netumia Chinsuna Konya, yenye. In fact, engagement, I was here, the compensation, manipane free home, yet to 2 for my covered drains, I can see a dinsun, because engagement is no crampono. Yenye. Until you say, DB and you to Anakanishi, until you do that. And to do that, Sikano here, World Bank na Adumi Kakra. Until, like I said, I'll be the first to admit, say, we are way behind schedule on the flood control program. But in the limited time and resources now, I say, DB, I'll be here, many contractor for near Guso, say, Charlie Kakra,
assurance no solutions.
Me to me no. Me and idea was we over a period 1 year then issue ba beto a
afena me be say me base
me dada. I'm telling you the truth. So far what tackle only 2% of the problem. Kakra na sa brewe why betumi and the fast track it. Enti eda many contractors ne doctor or any coordinators here. But be also me adwuma na jo. Crampo no my mom the green light so monji permission no monye adwuma na jo. Baby I was say it compensation ne move nkofo fi kwan mu ne ye ho adwuma no. Your mom green light and they say once the World Bank has approved the list no omutua compensation no secure assassin Sierra no money. And it said last week Friday was it Friday when did we do that with them?
Which one? The last week?
Carried
last week Thursday.
Yeah, last week Thursday. Yeah, who take a meeting. Every contractor at the table, coordinator myself, near could be a lot. Who they are going to push you. What we can do in this period, we will do our best to mitigate the situation. The last time I can say flood na you know. First, we hear channels na issue firm. But secondly, we hear issue amount beer and a bit to me firm. Since you ko broswa, no any problem. Dubai, me just said this week we hear. Issue top broswa Dubai. Yahudi ICO. Inti, we will do our best within the period to push the contractors and the coordinators, but we are behind schedule.
Mr. Really encouraging.
Well, my man said me better now. No crane on make catch on camera. Fetch me say no da.
Quite scary.
No crane no. Inti I will say desilting a clearing of the waterways I was here the bit me a year within this period and sometimes you nankasa take from day by day you know you be any now but let me tell you that oh yes if you say cry send and say what the because you will be a friend of dewatering.
Okay.
What yeah, set good and sana where you now feel your baby also the kogu baby comes out do kogu almost do compensation.
Hey,
where who can say that from? Almost do compensation.
Baby, I want to fina kogu.
Baby over there's one of the sites say I almost say my mahana junior bahana joa a disturb tracks no near there about until so no negotiate ni hu kwan bit me afa so aye no ni na can be na money be a delay but the point is that you go so aye to be honest we're going to do our best within the period men Canada we'll give it our best effort but the truth is that we are behind schedule and so far be 2% pen I tackle.
Okay, please I'm sure say besa but you go without talking about the tracker one initiative.
Oh, first of all, can Ghana Constitution 1992 now? In Fitiasia no. And you're crying the buy. You know no for or more revolutionary term. No, this share Constitution. We see probity and accountability. So would you taxpayers seek us out the choir there? So to me, boom, akunta. You cross be brobe konan to kwa by say or here now about umu akunta entre o mine. Nti akunta budi ya idea me ni so be a dispute. Aban agije to emfie beye miensani. 2021 edeba obeka 2020 aban gigi to ni ade ye ko 2020 no aban bebu akunta vice president ni DNM and only a friend no delivery tracker bebu akunta se projects are media yini central for be breed o muku group ye ko se project o say ampa e wo we we dey has a problem kakra no problem but there was accountability 2024 Ghana ban assign Yama districts ni na projects on my year any ministries departments and agencies projects on my normal crew church homphony any na go online platforms so say district by district ejuma ya yini ministry by ministry ejuma ya yini wo taxes ni eje ye no we ni there because three be abeti na comfort baby din komo so my GS kasa ye mu dom dia ye nti aban account to the people aban account we no kan e ma me in fact sada no me na me ye launch no on behalf of government. Nema mensa ne kan ba ko say ade na da ho no. E be so bi ade na ni kokodi a kire. So okona bibi e wrong number ni free ana text na WhatsApp. Na so correction bi o ho also mo ya because a work in progress. Enye ade a ye ka say wi ato book a ya print e de ato there be a live platform. Me no te ka say your platform no so maintain be mo update on a daily basis. Number 2 ye ka say a tool a be existed even beyond this administration. You per se administration be bia now so do niam e gusu no bi bisa question ne sent Ghana your bridges are here ukọ ha betumi hu obi bisa data sent nurses are here na wokrom ha say na nurse to patient ratio no say ya perform and say ekosoro uko platform no so
important exercise na mo say mo year from so yeah okay
oh pacho tell me human endeavor bebre wo ho a bia benya na nso ba ko mienu wo ho 13,000 projects and omload go so me pacho me ba in fact yeah accounting will be a friend materiality concept so asem na kan as a percentage 13,000 projects we no see feedback abase project we be na district A o mako target or district B project we say e be na region we mu o mo de akoshe region fufuro bi mu project we be na 60% complete o mako cho ne say 70% complete nti say a total of 67 projects out of 13,000 and then obi na kochi omo yeah project number out to 67 and about to your attention into your correct it. Oman can say
I
was say it na dey bia sa ankomo na ye diesel ye dey say ya na ete nti enya ne sa you na we I see pese ko animu I was say it for 13,000 of course 13,000 projects and omo ankasa about abeka so 67 of them there were errors oma corrected. Apart from that, the date on my cut-off date on mine say June 2023. No, there are 74 projects. Nanka, I was so mudi shame. Na project custodians now draw my attention. Said no, this project I was saying kewum. No, this project I was saying omudi account. Now, we crime be.
Frequently asked questions. I don't know say crime.
No, any crime. You see, I was no. And nothing almost started and almost feedback say ma validate never feedback no ba na correct it any competition no and then say MPP NDC
okay so it's important
a national asset and emu da national asset here build it
how officers seem to go fabra
and you be na koko omo now say number ni if I call website no so number na da say number ni we ko check tracker no na say we feel say problem be on draw your attention to it.
Of education projects are completely by government or partnership with some NGOs or whatever.
I think predominantly government projects and maybe a project or more significant government contribution to it, you know. That is the scope of their
most of our brothers in the NDC these NGOs they capture most of these NGOs.
Who say most are?
Well, most for me, that's what they say.
No. Who say most are 3 and now 4 and now 5.
Okay.
And this is for Omedica na Ghana na ya na me ya. Omedica catch and say Ghana for more will free. Inti we free asem. Inti omo wa de omo ya ne say bibi ba no ma beto agum kaka. Ube dum so ko pa do ka ko no. Oh, na nipa ye 13,000 projects. No about bontia beka say 67 na errors one were corrected. 74 na was what they count no. One fan count na amount fortune into the account. I feel about see most of the projects in the north. Most in the area. 3 and 4 and 5. Now yes, so they am doing here say you know central for be. But on pushing him beside says most now
it's education on what is being is on the platform.
Yeah.
Say NGO be
say mostly a buying funded projects.
Say DC be called lobby for an NGO be sell urban region. Every year you may be partner assembly.
Once our partner assembly, let's say assembly resources will. So project that will deliver to the benefit of the people. So the taxpayers' money 2,000 cedis put a shame and a partner be back on a project that delivers to the benefit of the people.
But mostly
say so no. Yes, mostly a buying projects. Okay. And then where there are significant contributions to partnership and so say no they are here say Obishada Kokucha project be.
Oh, we've ignored a lot of them. I do the BTOB and now.
But almost share. Oko TikTok I know do no team we kwabana. Omati team. And I don't
okay, we'll be any doubts say.
No, me ba I'll give you an example. Don't you make us say they all can any dimension that so Omati team na do me so say no be actually Kokucha got be. No the designer to say MPP pa how can you put this on a tracker? Me want so nyampa. And you are no pass me frère university lecturer bako. My friend university lecturer back I know I call the Facebook page I could post this idea any be. My friend say adewe a fake or see we are sure Mom Jagnam say, me check it, me team na go through it. A fake, and I also lecturer more who post it. I say, okay, me sorry. No call the page. So I respect him for that. Or call the page, no call correct. He say, I didn't know post any. It's confused with Bibri. The official record on my yard and on the about, I'm say 67 errors. On my correct, 74 and anyone on the account. But one can say, no, na say, it's over Ghana problem, you know. But there needs to be accountability. There needs to be accountability for taxpayers' money that has been utilized. And on a Omoye Ediato platform, solo.
I see. I've just been showing you. Hey, the way you know Muji me.
Say, Oma catch almost a Ghana for no. No, I'm referring to. On the trip, Mama.
This I go with you, but about time now, where I didn't pay one.
I didn't. It's a million.
I didn't. But why is Hassan people? I'm a cook, Massim Fumas. Ah, or the boy few comments.
And I could see all that banner before I played.
Designer glass.
Oh, there be my end. There's a semi film.
There's no implemented or the Kata.
Okay, so some text message minister our conversation. Good afternoon, man.
It makes me business.
Back could be back to my menu rapport.
Also, your rent, no man be
rent Benham's.
And that's what's the process no want it.
And my
rent Benham's me, cemetery. Or something me rent.
You rent for.
Rent Benham.
Progress again. I did. TDC was he who by Gigi rent, say, oh, so.
Me, Madam Casa, or the best move.
Good afternoon, man. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah has been one of Ghana's finest information ministers.
And he is
an epitome of intelligence and with humility. His contributions at the Ministry of Rejoining COVID-19 can never be overlooked. His voice was a source of comfort and assurance to many. His exceptional role, now the citation being exceptional role in the implementation of the ITI bill will go down in history as one of the best policies targeted to deepen our democracy. I am confident that he will excel as Minister for Works and Housing. Say already medical catcher, say your skills can cry away in grassy when in call.
It's in your district or you district house.
Please tell Kojo the Lord's decrees are always established in the end, and that no weapon formed against him shall prosper. Because he will be member of the National Comms team. Okay,
oh, and you say with the moon, you don't feel safe for a bunting soon. I don't know, show me. I'm in Casa.
Okay, so Minister Pese Etia DBS flats, no, we can be reasonably assured say it will be managed.
We will do our best within the time constraints and the resource constraints.
Also, the man who say, "And you want to be there?" It's what happened when you did. So you want to preoccupied there. Till oh my, you know, I want to so say
no, President Dada.
Let's not back at John.
President Dada, no, we are. That's a list of how the catcher is. Baba, you remember what me say, ya catch, ya only 2% of the human was here. It's within the time and resources out there, mammy dear. We will do our best. And I do cry was here, Jumano. Baby, I was here, and then I assure you, yeah, but we are behind schedule.
No, a lot of happens.
Anything can hear mom say, Otime Yanka, one for the baby dough. Man for the dead Abontini, do cause a cloud, the day when you fit. But your more yen and yes, a more yen now by the year you be son on a church. Aha, million me banamity premium.
We'll be a personal catcher and say, I will try with this kind of baby. I'm not. Also to play. Can you watch in the park? And
for us.
Tada fit your down, quabrim.
And the canna ain't on the Libya by a dear na by
ideas.
Oba, Aquaswa.
What is a Pajosaba? What is track and Botet?
I did. And this is track I did like near Manoso. Near Mebeka track also. And I'm so Botet. Another account Kumasi say, your money time challenges, and they were at the admit to say a
track. And what is your question?
Track a bear. No wonder your tracker. My mom Mahano, of what your mutraka, Mobia Finance Mahano.
But I say one question be my man.
And then it says some rent be na most parent out to me apply for. The account have me refi.
The national rental assistance.
The person bad play be na me baby da.
Nana, oh baby da.
Oh me baby da.
For me, first in last year, and I'm a debate man were team for teaching experts works and housing ministry ho. So I'm kind of by Niana Mini na Crampo or much me. And my mom says, a many swap. Ghana for head near my hand, so Mama, Ya Juma. Tina Siena Medibama. Their message was saying, say, in Kura who do I know more Juma. For example, incentives package, yes, can contractors are you don't move Juma, I don't want to say we have a responsibility to deliver. And T. Piano, Omoni Juma na. Then solve a problem.
Can ye, especially Mama Juma, Juma, Pepe.
I wish you all the best.
We are about this man, sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sempa FM.
Woman hene, Babina Sande. Woman hene, Babina Sande. Woman hene, Babina Sande. What can I say? What carry I want? Woman hene, Babina Sande. Woman hene, Babina Sande. Woman hene, Babina Sande. What can I say? What carry I want?
3 after 5 here at Sempa 9.7 Ejumedi. Debbie. In Ramsa, so for I don't say Ramsa. Nana Yana, but in Ramsa. Oh, Wadaruba. With a friend Wadaruba. I would ever so Wadaruba. Wadaruba. The crack one say, I buy 2 and the more say, and I'm obeying. Not na sikwana me mu akwabe.
Akwaba sen.
Na me district Kojo do union kasa. District office.
Mama mu akwaba. Na mu official pa.
Housing and tiase.
Adi egu hu hwe so ayeka betina.
Enti nyoma bebrebe na waka ina ati.
Ya mamu basiro kra bio. Ya mpehwe NTV.
Ba oji britie.
Me tie wi ayede. Semembre.
Kojo do ya de ya.
Kojo kasa no ni se kasa ni kasa do abe kasa saase ya.
Ene wo kasa
na nye de na obi abotomu.
Kojo no nyanko be no nyina yi.
Kasa na nye de na obi abotomu.
Komo
de amafa wo se kasa.
No kre ba se hihye ne ri makọ.
Eti on nyanya hye ne last minute.
Na menti ase district ene ya protect ana. Alas ye friends foundation to protect because menti ase 260 district they betimi asi.
I won say omo say fiat de no. Come for see. Omo the local.
No me we fiat.
Omo we fiat.
Oh za omo
apiati rather.
Apiati e wo track no so.
Men check.
The National Cathedral is what track.
Na track no boy.
What's it there?
National Cathedral. Obi bisa
say how ba we yes I know.
Adwuma ya ne de atotra. No kan bebusa ama no kontem. Wo zo hu mi anu mi nua no.
Na say Cathedral
say madane kakai. Amunya hwe na 399 million na ye de.
Na say ongoing project na.
Ni ya 399 million.
Na say our rams be ya.
Track and dem support house wo mu.
Ba so no agi tum say omo na mass ade wanti. O say ama akwanya say eye ade eye ongoing. Do ni bia wo challenge bia wo.
I will see track I will need info and I will dey.
But omo wan kasa na sesa ye sa de so omo shim ni be shim wanti.
Mu potholes na omo fele. Omo dey be to.
O still ongoing.
Omo dey be to me anazo omo dey grass. Hey, minia. Ede yi de.
La me mori de. Me cobra. Ya da mu ina ma ya sempa 4.7 Ekosiisen Jumedieno Anautin 14 minutes after 5. Power jet batteries. Ekoso cow say your battery papa say opebito na edeboa ujumedi awudi sole distributors of power jet car batteries Shalom Sport runabout telephone is 020-8090-789 and 0242-314722 benya biswato ashama kowa na so ochina inti enterprise and Accra so every battery shop ewa boso kan Kumase Kwame Koba Enterprise Pampaso afe every battery shop will be a Swami magazine Amekom Macro Junction the free caswa echo win ba kwante poso do magazine sa kwan so be hu omo so honom na makoso so aka o say and they be ada nipa face different type of emergencies police emergency fire emergency medical emergency and emergencies ahodo nyina na Ghana for Ecobank for semen cow say na kra de one of emergency numbers bia oh boy ya na tese wunya moasro nko bi kra star 770 hash star 770 hash and the new Ecobank money emergency number access to loan fund transfers utility air payments airtime and data so auto there's no other opportunity than the Ecobank for a bro star 770 hash emergency air money number Ecobank bribia da about to your rescue dial star 770 hash solutions to your new money emergencies Ecobank the Pan-African Bank. Tabia herbal mixture so say malaria na dokro eno de anu adoni tabia herbal mixture nti se opese o malaria no tu nkwanta mo pa ya tabia herbal mixture anakopa chira kwan eno achinso no onu momo immune booster no so a eboaw e ma bibia timi kwa kama edema o yam so atima tabia herbal capsules so isa ha no edifri onum free one 0243686861 and 0245749206. Number 0243686861 and 0245749206. Na watimini wana dinkita. Koso ni obaya ni nkomo. Nyoma bi for Provident Insurance obaya o friend and now texting on 0242-426396 Shenenso. Emwe bi a open free Provident Insurance Limited company on obaya 0242-426396 Providence. Man, you are covered. Fred Akwaba.
Come I say.
Oh, nyamiadum. Oda so a team no. A team na dey try.
Lagos Cities.
Oda so.
O na kai kwai.
Mo league ni.
Ma say enti se kotoko.
Ka kotoko asima no ahwe ni.
Na so no so me na asem je na ni kan say.
O bi se team dey share dey.
So the photo fa she me ni nti.
O ka kotoko asima.
O dey team mo woni mche. Mo woni mche.
Now so how we. What a man to a man queen.
I have a new accountant general.
Oh, that's my year's announcement. I don't need
I feel the man.
Oh,
this is the same. It is the nanny.
You are penny now about come to know this is the one and state.
But that's not a big deal.
Maybe, sir. No, I can't. I got a big deal.
I don't know why you be now, cousin.
Now, come out, sir.
No, but the beer, the opposite we are.
I come out and to ask you. I say, move on, because it's 5. Move on, because diversion.
Hey, Fred, you find shame say.
Fred, with temperature be.
And I know an enemy.
No, Mama, I don't really. You find shame say. Sister, and I am Chumko 65.
So,
I'm a canoe.
Your friend is saying.
Say, Jesus 65 near the choir and do your memory school. Ubet ne fie 10 years. Uba papa this 70 years and I feel why I'm with you.
Omo fa na yin issue. Ne bio.
Ade mo sisi no be akọ retirement. After the band is 3 years ah. Mo si yen obi bet me replacing in 2 years contract. No I got now and that she say man e no e ha adwin bebre. Even the security services and a demoralizing crofon anka. E draw mo so no so change obenya bi. Well, it doesn't help anybody. But you are not IGPB where this is 3 years. Yes, that transfer man.
What's your take on that?
These things
on my chair Ghana for and then you know for near Mount Sutin qua and now me dan says na ya wawoda.
Yes.
Is that with me getting pa na 40 na me 40 years and 1 year pay on the road to me
As I'm not afraid, a reason a critical issue. I was a train share. Na many year drink say obi 60 years mark na anka ne feel mu de kotenase. That's the age I be mandatory retirement age. Until we see who ne eniama do abrabo ye nyina. It's about time now also maybe as a consultancy work even now the be you sense no obeko into entrepreneurship na bia woni so ade hu bi na de beto dwana na say obetena especially where we have challenges with unemployment.
Youth unemployment.
Yes, I don't think say idea was say you encourage ni nyina nkemfo anokwa we have inequalities in our living standards in society. And you know, if it is deemed say why occupy the top echelon of a defense an institutional na emrena so say was kotinefia senate bia na was kotinefia na o ma foforo so enya akwanya no de moba na omo so no di omu na omo so matimi aye na aba beche because what it actually means is that the more you entertaining side the more we are deferring the progress of the various institutions to much more later years in life. Because the power for no banners on only my decor any more day, but sometimes yes, I didn't cry a short change or beer or non sono and cow soon to see for and I said new ideas and fresh ideas are contributing to our boys and institutions. I agree with him, say largely no. Obia will do sa retirement age 7 years, 2 years and then a best. And pono, a camera say. So yes, so sad and so on. Not just yes, so kita because it's like the other one brought by year through that institutional baby this our age, you know. Now we are urging you say stay there for 2 more years to do what? And that impression I equate say will be for beyond you on. Me, I'm saying it as it is because I don't think it is government specific. Idea was here in G2 say we have to do away with it because so 2 years yes if I then even say if you are a manager and I say CEO and I say penny now what's an institution for 5 years now say there's certain expertise here it is unique to you and then you are failed in itself.
You couldn't train anybody.
You couldn't transfer knowledge and skill to anybody. You are a failure in itself. So why should we keep you there? So
what do we do? What do we do?
Extended time, that's all.
I disagree with that.
My own proposal is
65 should be fine.
My own say a for a proposal waiting in nam lobby a man for some of our Juma. But I see and say share the demography of our population. Majority of the people in this country, we are the young people, between the ages of 18 and 45. The active population, new ideas, new vision, new ways of going about things. Right? When you do baby, your ability to take risk, no, not about them.
Exactly. So why are you pushing for extension?
I just say now about them. Oh, so home, person baby be empty. And I could make an open paper so be a would acquire consultancy. Tinanchain set up a private office be not planning your life, not call abundant. Now you would accept papa when you're 52 years. Uwe jumam. Now Obana washana manako invest ye you know. No bet nefi. Now if you want money chop money anopabia. What sense in this? I can't washana manako invest because you're masses say you or not you fee anopano many the remaining d. Now I can say go fi me kwe jumabo. Okoba not yo. Now when it me do as a father? No. Enti ebesu ye do you know. Say ntimi mbiem na ememu ni nyina nya adwuma anya dia and those stays akofie and the impression say ni go be for be antime nya no I don't want to accept it at all.
Okay, a certain uniqueness be
and e bi ni baby abiom hwe mekan de bia you may like him or dislike him yewura Dr. Dampare baye e bia nko no so ambenye IGP na ehunu bia na again say obi ntina na ekisi ni esa anka nyo ye ne ya yin na ka say ogbo ne homodi anka ebe hu my man for betting your mental at the age of 31 years me I'm even advocating say 40 years near there 2 or 3 now but I am a president crown. The 40 years is too much.
We've had that conversation.
When we have gotten to as a nation now, and the number of human resources now you're changing out in
but the question
the level of exposure.
The question is that now many will be starting that conversation. Say on top of our minds, no. You can't say choose 40-year-olds or my way mobile 20, ready for such irresponsibility. You know, a hold on so one some kind of
wholesale. Wholesale. Ubenya one unique.
No, we are discussing it.
Because really,
you got 3. So I said, I told
and I said, I also channel one to but I can say about experience. It's not about the number of years or just as we so. It's about your exposure. This generation that exposure na here one. Yeah, papa na no man you because internet now bad globalization now bet no. Obeti ha na ekoso America na within a second na ekoso. What else is it? If there is any group of people who have disappointed this country, I would say it to their lips your favor. Any something I'm telling you, they have disappointed the country. People who attended the University of Ghana, they were feeding them for free. They were demonstrating yeah, they rice their bread. And they do almost no. In Colombia, baby, Omeda, come with me provided. What have they achieved? What have they achieved with their so-called age and the rest? We should stop this argument. What have they achieved? In Yama met 2 years, especially when Omeda can't have and now could do Colombia, Omeda, universities are any problem. Not me no can say, I buy you our we can school. Only 8 open nursing college, I nursing, no admission. No DTFA. Some of the people now what that go and check their results. Say results been on good Korea minimum in their days. And so American say let's stop that man say you have to get 40 years, 45 years. What is about age?
There's a lot about age.
There's nothing. What is it about in terms of
no, you see, you're putting in a very good perspective. It is not about age, yes. It is about age, yes. For you to be a leader, you should have a vision.
Yeah,
you should have a vision. You should be a serious-minded. How many young people will get up?
That's what we are looking at.
How people obey or you're prepared to be and come. If you even when you employ them these days, more attitude. And then young people know my ban. I'm talking from experience. One man a Juma say on you know. The way obey no or rebel. Me experience say me person will be a but the commitment for them to work it's not there, so you want to make us all the country need show be answer keke. Yes in penifoni be I di ehwamo but no so in chese say the country ni mu bi akeke see e ka penyimu dia na ne ka leaders nya ye penimfo se sa na ye ka no ne dia
go for 75 80 for the I don't know
75 80 bi so wo ba bia see bie ma ye benya bi wo ba bia inti ane de I believe we say it is the person who loves the nation. It is the person who is selfless.
Wait a minute, 80 is not done.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the 40 is not done. Yes,
so your argument should not necessarily be about age.
Yes, but I can say when I make it, the man tells you.
Yeah, man, opportunity.
Me pacho. Young fight speed the speed. We mean fan konen nam say no be akokra na chiwe. Is just another danko go for do even be antun chen. Nye min chantro. Se unim no said na o usha. Na ade a wo ye. Na o commitment bi say niema be koso. But governance is not by one person. Otimazi omu nyina ye start omu a omu no omu ye adwuma uti omu anu asema me ni omu nyina in this Fourth Republic me ni omu nyina eye fine obia problem ni se ofeli ye because of nkofo a ebe no because you obia ni ho a wo ware ne tamfo obia ni ho a o ware ne tamfo se oba we no me nipa omu ho nyina na oba we no me se ma ware no no oye metamfo no way but enkrofo a woni wo monam ene be mu kunu anase wo yire aye otamfo inti wo mo ho mo be di president menye show so bia ye na dwene se on pese obeye Ghana yi but obanes wenye ni papa ene na anya adwuma so we can have a 40-year-old wenye good mentors wenye good advisors wenye good advisors on ko nanim eyo enye nipa ba ko omu nyina
ma we ntwa ano I say my okay. Leadership. Your ability to identify the right persons.
A part of
leadership. Leadership by example. Ubeye opinion now da hono. E kwabe na otwa e de amankofo na osu don be edwuma. Na sebe na ma appoint o se ko ba na enye edwuma. Na me vision ni, me program ni, na wonya
my dear, sometimes you won't even see who nipa back.
It's not that easy.
It is not that easy. I'm talking about being close to power.
In political structure,
yes,
it is not.
It's
easy.
Not that easy.
Through NDC for campaigning, more certain key people are DHA campaigning. And you seem to trust. Say, Uncle Fu is a queen and a bar. Now they certain key position. Now those people, you cannot tell their weaknesses. This is an account to mean share your don't mind any the own share down door to Nippon Cotina on say the submining near maybe obeyed. By the time over to the Natia TC, matches are over to the moment of dismissing that person. And it's not born anywhere here.
Person Nipa or fully pray to that thing. Jerry Rollins, and then I meet me who said, Obia betimi afoli pray because Jerry Rollins was a leader na or hands on. Jerry Rollins was a leader na oni obia wa around. Dem for the other side and tonche ye can leadership. Okokrom otimi fa motorbike no nam. He says Lady John Dramani Mahama we bi. Ayi ye friend is Rollins nam krom oni nkrofo ye fine but ye de ye no.
They say we are careful.
Careful no when nyame na be boa. Because I'm talking from experience. Nyame and a beboa. He says Lady J. Kufo, one of Unkofa near so more sharp, but he had his moments. He had his moments. Omunina at a mills say no, you'll be away straight everything. But he had his moments. He says John Dramani Mahama. All of them had their moments, and they had to do with the people around them. Yeah. Not because they say one of the
lessons. One of the lessons
but you mean who be leader or be MPCC, who constituency, who conform run or office, who Bibiana be home.
There be that. Make it too.
Problem. I mean, maybe even fear crampo or ma no motive Bibiana be home. So the people around
I am not meaning dismiss as my okay. Say obi obesasidia go edwuma no kwante menye ene ti na mra na ka say ye to abada money pa bakope ye to abani wia na ya ma the few selecting crofo a ojiom so mfa onye edwuma meji tum say crofo no betime disappoint you
mo be disappoint
you there be uyo opinion agent say wo de bia o person te asem dede also there are some leaders on pay criticism. Even internally, so they come in now just say, oh, mami ya, I do we are training a day connect with you be fools here.
Fair.
And all the time we pay yes.
It is not like that.
I know, I understand.
Fair. Have you seen a president sitting by his table? I'm talking from he's sitting alone behind that table, and you enter his office and he's like this. I'm saying he's like this. Alone. Have you seen a president or Tina Konya Motimu say? I will remember and say, oh, I didn't know why you joke no was. I'm talking real. We need your dear nebefa because we be a disappointing one. Goodness, any panibet me. It is not easy, and it is lonely up there.
I agree. I mean, make it too much.
Yes, it is only up there. So it is not about age.
If you are going to give,
it is
we can justify everything. We can give a reason for everything.
My dear Kwame Nkrumah,
but the point I'm making
is all the people that he worked with, and he feels so Kwame dear no nipa. There were some who did things behind it.
That point I agree. Even Jesus Christ, there was an I'm not discounting it.
Another issue. Starsky or USC, or say regular contributor, say senior. Tell Fred that there's no evidence to prove that the country has been mismanaged by the older people. Since independence, Ghana has been ruled largely by the younger generation in all areas of governance. However, The presidency and governance of a nation isn't about being savvy on the internet or social media. Has there been a government in Ghana where the younger generation, 45 and below, wasn't the majority? Our focus should be on what matters to our development other than our fixation on age as a precursor to our development and governance.
Please, Bashonke, yenya analysis kaka yenfo bia governance. Nyenhwe ni ministers of fire. Nyenhwe de
I think sir, near the convention when they buy na yenka appointees na omo for aban mu. Ye ji tum pede ko buy there were young people in this government.
Yes.
Represent Rollins. When check.
They are very young.
Rollins dey ejuma. 25 years, 26 years. 30. But he himself now how many years at time no buy. You barely 30.
People are not much.
So that is not the argument I make you. President Akufo-Addo by young people, President Prof. Smith by President Mama by
young people.
They were young people. Mami can say age to become a president. Me di akosi 40 years. Em say emra so say yenju kakra. Me yentwembra enim kakra.
We do 40 na mana we
with the mentality Nancy dey ade okuma. Who the age ni ba form who the
asema ba.
Who the asema ba.
Say
the one say young boys sit parties obi have a contest. No, na you can share MP. Look at sometimes in one particular constituency was any pabe the one sorry so
it's a convention we need to have.
Very guys.
Now, America now or not. Nipa na send me for USA ban. Men kase yemfa amamwo social media. Me America say the world has become a global village. He said, and now technology in there. It is easy for you to know whatever is happening in every part of the world easily. Our brain will be free. Ufa laptop is here. Oh. Ebia minister be a omemu omonyamo to omonyama saying you can easily learn from other this one chance.
Dominic Pacho check him out why now people are just worrying me saying we don't have to follow it easily and you know so we want to verify first.
Sure say Yampa. It doesn't look like it. Omakofa to be a say over really infant to check.
So Mama can kata nothing.
Never say me can last. So okay say me name say na ye nyina na enyini kaka ni ensusa de. But okay say near work curfew.
If you have a sample in the crowd.
Okay, say work curfew the whole country.
In the 80s.
And the 80s now a president you die a certain time. Na Rollins almost yenye curfew is essential. I see a cabin microphone. So one night my Mia will with Valerie Saki. A breaking rules no. And not the Rollins he pia majo. Rollins went round the whole Accra. No, so what's going on? Is everybody asleep? No, say yes. They said you said there should be a curfew. Oh, but I was told that if I don't do the curfew, there will be insurgents. And my minister said, no. I said, but people are asleep around this time. And that is when, gradually, I feel like so gradually, they removed the curfew. So that is what leadership is all about. There was a curfew in his name, but on no one can they told him something else.
So you might say and leadership
Eric is your job.
Eric is
everybody in Sampa is curfew.
Eric is
very good.
Purported increase in public transport fares. The ministry refers to a press release dated April 11, 2024, jointly signed by the Ghana Private Road Transport Union (GPRTU) and the Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council in respect of an attempt by some drivers to arbitrarily increase public transport fares regardless of the directive issued by the transport operators with reference to the administrative instrument. The ministry wishes to inform the general public that negotiations are still ongoing with the transport operators. Therefore, the ministry is by this statement urging the Ghana Police Service and other security agencies to be on the lookout for any driver who goes contrary to the directive issued by the GPRTU and then GRTCC is signed. So Nana,
O man patrol ade ba ko peda me hu bibi wo ha me nua be me wo so one 9 parties na microphone you me parties ya register o man.
How many individual parties?
9 Party Alliance for Revolutionary Change to Content. 9
individual parties.
Individual and show me parties.
So each person has a party.
The alliance spearheaded by the Movement for Change.
You maybe some questions.
It includes the national. It includes the national interest movement led by Dr. Michael Abu Sakara. Let's say Abu Sakara is a very serious person.
Let me be second.
So a person, but Obisa saw a party.
Almost 9 parties.
Okay. Ghana First Coalition led by Dr. Samoni Noe Mensah. That's what the woman in that.
There was just a party. You mean because a party?
So yours is the 9 parties.
I would just a party in Nipa Bakwa and I say like political party.
Union government funded by Akwesi Adai Odike. Ghana National Party funded by Mr. Samoforian Pofo. The rest are Ghana Green Party funded by Reverend Stephen Ayensu.
Okay, so they are parties.
Third Force Movement funded by Mrs. Augustina Kujo.
And the Third Force and Sheda.
A new force.
Okay.
And Non-Aligned Voters Movement funded by Kofi Beni Bengo.
Okay.
And Mr.
Henry parties. Okay, that's fine.
Henry Asante.
Henry Asante. Yeah, old Henry Asante.
Okay.
PNC.
Yeah. Crusaders Against Corruption Ghana. One Crusaders Against Corruption Ghana, former National Second Vice Chairman of the People's National Convention.
Hey. Almost at the party for PMP.
Oh, that was watching that.
Oh, there be a new
one. Someone can.
Also a new way. It's there's another offshoot of PNC.
Alliance.
Transport First, what is it about?
There be me who PR no a sister station. So, no, cancel more ye in Shishay. Now, Ubi or Becca say at 2 mono, they haven't reached any agreement.
That's what I'm saying to do.
I mean, I want to stations but they should desist from charging.
How do we do that? Help us.
How do you do that? He says, no, the bottom no, they are tomb. So what to fuel more, what to spare parts $1 to see they are no ye.
So almost say almost triggers be and
the triggers and actually be as a triggers and
trigger a certain percentage.
The percentage here do FA.
Almost say no. They've agreed that when it gets to a certain percentage.
And it's not conform which or any day maintenance mechanism.
It affects us, so we have an interest. Young conform to.
Is it there now, or man conform or just went to see form?
But say it's a union.
Or so went to see form, so into union is some your majuma. Because if part of the union is charging and the other union is watching, I don't think say sanity. If your man casa no green on but the point is that any person means union no should have cohesion. Say into 2 price a mention ye threshold ni nti mamuntum. But almost also as PR no kai wo mokọ makola. Wo mokọ ye friend say abuso kan. Wo mokọ omo yiri makọ homa. Omo to fuel. Omo to electricity. Ni nyina ekọso. So how do you say
when you go to sit at a table, someone representing a certain interest. They be see ahead to charge. Minum na ahead 30%. Yes, or more tax credit. Now concerned drivers almost GPRT, you know. So we umbrella of GPRT.
Are you sure sometimes? So we na but you see most of them more tax credit the Western region. More charging. Then the PRO says you're right, but how are they stopping it? So then it means that as I say a cooling now come to a say one more charging is illegal and they should stop. I know they ain't mean so because I know a hardship trigger. But they are not hardship trigger and a ban. Then necessary TUC so sorry. No mubusa phone to necessary will be a hardship trigger. the maybe buying person will see no cause but a hardship trigger as long as you increase it. But why are we being hypocritical in a cost fuel is almost 60 cedis a gallon. It is a sika ben no beba josika e dia no mo de hwe de biom se nye no nko adien ayesan e dia no mo de hwe so say me run transport business I dey ben na me cost ye den me main cost me running cost e fuel every day me to fuel ultimately me recurrent expense e fuel into the bia me ntimi nye budget me ntimi plan because me ko bia ne atom at the pump. Spare parts tight. How many times na be a Mrs. Oil maybe once a month. Omo kwa say na yes servicing. But me fuel any maybe me tua me mate ka mate bi wo so yin tua ne ka nye mate bi an tua ne ka. Ba mate bi wo hwa yi tua ne ka. Otimase mate fo ni bi wo hwa omo dem nye sure say omo timi sure omo but for experience omo so me mate. But so mate or trotro man important aspect of the transportation chain no. So tua mate ka. One can say so fee. Never be brave, obi or cramp a car no, and any dear, a so coy sales. Sales my business or tea, nor the to fuel. At the end of the day, no mocasa, oh, a year may just say government to win, or ye in touch with the people. Yes, and the dear Mecca, one more to show home can provoke a see a woman for so. They don't know what is going on the ground. Not today or forever. They don't know. They are blinded at this moment. No money massive say Woma your margin said that is because you see you need to talk to the drivers, Uber drivers, and boat drivers, trotro drivers. Cars na your one more dear. It been just your work and pay. As I say every month be this because kuma nipa crowd or talk na man or day juma. It is not easy for them. Omo be wie no na aka obo ho timi obi twetwa ne kan nyina be wie no na aka nsem 50 cedis twetwa kan nyina wie 50 cedis na aka no eno so eno abi no kɔ station ho a wodi betua ayi omo tolling kitinkiti bi omo tua ho. So it is not easy for them. So I don't think it's a government no go near me mayen. They should bring some subsidies on the fuel and the taxes in be what a you so you free so near who hang high. What am I say? Why do we have pollution tax? Oh, fuel near some emissions tax. Pollution near emission, different names. So we need to look at these things in the government one money and harrow because at the end of the day, no so this name away is the final consumer who has to pay. Because you see, yeah, 90% card nanado danko kufuado about 5 o'clock. Otune car free flat staff house ho. Nanko drive free for crew. Especially when it is raining. You see young girls omu jenja kwa omu nyaka ankufi. Kanu krebi ma. Ebi background poboko ni transport fe enra me call emergency binti me call hospital bi. Na girl be more perform. Now for some reason I was touched to speak to her, sorry. Me bisa ni dia me probia wonya 4 A's, 3 B's and 2 C's and so ye cleaner. Wo cleaning company. Nyambusa so eden no ba adwuma. Also on 90. The baby also on 90 for the ba adwuma no. Eh sad. I say friend patience. Ti me hwe ne din ne mani atete na me si me din be ko school ati ti maka chance September onko lego me ahwe ne afafo si an hwe ya kola sei obene nam hosa o di cleaning sa na ne bra obi akonyi se na bibi no aye basa o see a friend patience. I'm telling you. Mesime mana ko faka the sebusia kra na mebo a me de be hwe ni school no so we university seriously because who no bank hospital this will be seen tro and this girl is called Patience. It still starts ringing in my ears every day. How can a girl a promoted girl child okuta grades we na oye cleaner eno bi na menu akan o si obi anya aggregate 8 obeso ko nursing school hwe president or another transport minister, they should drive through town. Say, what people are going through. What even these transport drivers go through.
And you think they don't know?
Time and no power no. And then because time and no power no station when no di dokono. And then the power no menyen to gumo National Conference Center no money makasa. They should go speak to these people to know what is going on in their lives.
Okay, no me that's it. Masa about so I'm coming kasa and because coming in your brain kasa na.
And o news.
My transport in Sensema Aveno. They kind of say in the development of a state, Obia contributing the part. Into Yenianum, I drove for near the almost all rules I am play or economy. Now, I think over the period, a lot of people, now take advantage of the political or the highly political environment. You find on. Make I say, make statement be about triggers of increases in your friends and fares. More days where there's been an opportunity. Make I say, a driver of Uku, any animal ton spare parts near the air clash. So, now the argument was that almost too low fame because almost feel spare parts more hiding. Now spare parts.
That's the truth.
Oh, yeah, but
there been a feeling said on the
in the scheme of things, no more discussing. Beto just said the omoka na enye no kre. Sure ya so. Eti nyawutena ya nye bosimuka.
Nye bosimuka feel how do you feel it? What they no.
But they said it and the sellers disputed. Say omanka so
proceed. Hopes na do I say men can choose.
Hopes say.
Parties, entities, and individuals.
Oh, hopes in ka. Hey, me who not you? Me ya be ma me chia.
Individual.
One of the ade yo yana.
Ode wa men come at what I say. Eti o man say bi nya say bi a me bo mi trima kan show we are so. There was a heated argument between the Drivers Association and the Spare Parts Dealers Association where it came to pass period na yenya no ma driver for no ACK for increment no. Na no mo dey share spare parts na entisa. Say spare parts dealers niya ekai ma yenye say over the period almost like 6 months now amount to niama disesa na omo kano. But now it was a heated argument. So the point is that yes, your niama omo agree say kosra etimima first bo ekosro. Na ekobani say every now and then nya fi almost this has been a lingering on problem every time biano obeti say adroba for L2 a boom obeti na nipeku bi within the small part of the country omonkwa keke no so said the mother association into mo omankasa L2 muni ade. I think it is only fair say yeshemra ema ye ho announce voluntarily ya yejitu mu say kwan say ne be fa so aye juma I will say wow we stakeholder bi ajitu na disusa ye nyina ajitu mu say sana omodin hihya to say fango bo kosro almost no a certain percentage or right say on being increase transport no. I don't think SAR process no has changed. And now says spare parts bo kosu could do baby or more right say on basis on those things have never changed. But yen baby or I am per se on the emra eshomusa. Yes, Romo. Sanya ma winina a general effect on yadi bia because transport fares ekoswa. By extension, food inflation, inflation and casa cost, which on casa dollar for a become. It's a sum saying doom pen so say was some mutuma. Omunyabote. No more making sure say the triggers no any everything is set say on being increasing on more prices no. Na kobani say on casa tem bia the 2 million on side na emwa. On my minimum so we taking note I say Uber and this car see bar system. On say nyanum taxi for any penny pa. I don't know more penny. Thank you. But now we na ju ejuma o. We ni ye ni usuban. So at sometimes I can tell you say ebi am ti park me car na ma fa Uber especially within short intervals no. Sometimes ebi am me say me fa Uber na o fa Uber. O share within distance Uber do be corner price or be charge. Na o fa taxi I mean, the other time no be the same of fika so na eba na see open ten am say okay on fa was so nya uber and of budun bra mo baby and of far taxi ni baby also origin almost 300 Ghana cedis. All corner me booking uber man it was 120 Ghana cedis. Look at the difference. And it's a utimi bunya kwasiasa sebi. Ebe na next time with me arrangement. Wo dey senka one kasa mpodi bi to markup ko bi 30 cedis 20.
Bargain, say be person bargain.
One ni pa na bargain. And also move so no show no share any sort change. But you know the Uber uses GPS into be calculating the distance covered, the fuel use near the price no. But yen go for and show how over the period and sometimes amount for them show they on randomly stop a taxi. Maybe surprise na shade. Okwa. Now they call the apps maybe so Uber Bolt when they check in a share. Huge variation. So the 20% increases become it's okay. But here is the case I say yadene yen follow any mechanism bia na nipa nankasa prices and osipe bia obiso nya nemfa so nya prekope. And it's not just transport oh. Enya bebra ye okroma about renter similar thing. Bi obi apebia na odene danji. Oko obi osisi a na wa bobo because onu sini dan na costing this opese by 2 years and now 5 years no. Otinika. Without even understanding say Dynankasa is CEO no. Accent and yet 5 years pay and I will say CEO. And yes, Roma, union no sa quina omode passengers near the fast on almost shady because here can penny can from near Kamadan Pine. And make one and make technology improving individuals buy into the space no. Gradually some of them will fade out. Who fade out a Juma Ben or Koyim. Because we have seen it, even with Kumasi, when VIP and others came in. All these smaller transport organizations. I knew back when Andrew Transport, they had this small 207A. Yeah, now they are no longer in the system. So I tell you, at the end, they also foreigner bibeba. Now the transport system biaba. Now Oba, Nediani say he tries to make changes and try to put in customer satisfaction and everything. Now wajimu na. They encourage for bebena nimni say, especially in the election year no. Yenti ehungu mountain so yenye demonstration to push government.
Na mko desa mwenye ni yepa mana ye demonstration. Ayo mutiriso. Na mwenye ni yepa. Ile selezi John Damani ma omo de born 15. And yes, I'm okay. I don't know. I'm sure. I don't know. So, Jeff. That's how much you Obi 15 a bono.
It is not government specific. I saw
election year, so
every election year.
As I was not 15.
I said,
well, many of you, but only. We are just getting confirmation from the Railway Development Authority.
Say no.
Accident test.
Train abano.
But almost they call Tema for repairs. Almost say almost communicative full fats no and you may almost say a damage is not beyond repairs.
I didn't in sample na chi.
Has been speculated.
We dem be antrim.
Then the full fats me.
The trains yet me digiri.
Auntie full fats me. But we gonna be na.
They be a train dey digiri say.
See for you now.
Full fat that was be that.
Then I'm say.
Would they see?
Amount for the
no matter how I need to watch oh boy
our checks at the Railway Development Our checks at the Railway Development Authority confirms the accident. They are moving it back to Tema for repairs. They will communicate the full facts later this evening. But the news is that it is repairable and hasn't damaged beyond repairs aspect.
I didn't know money go repair. I didn't sure say by second.
No, answer man ke konya accident.
Yes, he fan. They be train and yes.
No person be train na fact.
Ni pass na u.
Oh, no, I said.
Train accident,
I think it's been exaggerated.
Accident when
details about.
I as you want to make sure and
I compare witness for my report.
Easy pique no
pique menene could have some let's see a capique jadi okay. The person be biswas. Say ya car say car nya accident. The police will be tram the chop with tram one. When say car no, but they be running to somebody's lane. And I
my friend in Toronto.
The person car say me the treasure. E island o chiru mu nyansa wa shantri je info e na info analytics no.
This one so we are on a certain topic.
13%. The person be fam. We are 13.
Yo.
Come on.
We be never be
oh, Fred, that nice.
Fred, come on, come on, me back one na see ya.
Man dey not pay fire.
And then the only boss man wait for proper communication. I confirmed it. They say wait for proper communication.
Accident today is enough communication. Now me nyasa say. No, Sika wa sika
but if I'm not saying no
one nya me pese train accident ke to wa ye ti biala I dey cry hange
friend yanko
exaggerating ke ya photo mo
boy PR ma
information no nya na dey to so that PR
me friend there said you open you say you me tia Rashid Abraham na making
it's in common kind
it's beyond this deal coming in
and the photo on say many babon and
the finally so
I tell me for to but then can move to draw on person can be am fan one dem fan to draw
and men ka because fear na
na ka boni ben
I just said maka
train from the manufacturer ko met me nya accident so met me nya accident come on exaggerating this
come on me
there's nothing like
Pentima mento.
Pacho
from Amudia na yes spend $2 million on
train you were landing at me pacho train you were bridge the people so train any accident
about what are you saying
pacho you starting you so an accident
even test transmission ko it mean accident so what is wrong what is wrong with that
expertise near nil.
Come on, mommy.
I even say.
Ala wa ya dey wa shanty interesting.
Come on, mommy.
18%. Go for be watch the one. Me ya yero.
Bet me assign 60%. At the end it will speak for itself. Saba na ebeto.
Entuma ni dey intimate.
Come on, me kasa.
Saba na ebeto.
Was it to le was original di.
Was me kasa ama
so so be about she with why di.
Come on, boni ni o.
Me kasa ama be
me wrap up.
And I also call it was open one space.
And I'm me coming
to them.
I tell you come from.
The mebo o dey.
Come on, me
we kesi na want to say.
Hey, Eric Jesus ba
Eric is say.
Eh train mu dey way.
Pesi. They are not so. Hey, SB Pentima mento.
Come ministry will come and explain better.
How much?
Okay.
How much?
We will explanation.
As much over try na onim sa accident yes.
How much that?
Emompa de Nyankopon de ya na asa. Sorry, minka se bio. Ya no akasa.
Come on, mami share it for nyinara.
Interesting.
Na enyume mi hu dwumi kakra. Ene de driver for etu omulori first mo no be dwen say election yenti.
Sa na no mo ye.
Hwe kasa se ya. Na say yemfa obonimi die emfa ma yemo ye.
Na musore na sana musika mose.
Yemia. Oh, na commercial be na what can say
commercial dey o yen. O yen me back na be obo say we ka say one.
Okay, so from the Ministry of Railways Development.
Is you want to press release?
There's a release. I'm so moment. The Ministry of Railways.
Gentleman, only party, gentleman,
no, I'm making.
I'm sure I'm hey, I do say make an African kind statement. Only just me that one Canada.
At the end of this year, they will
do this year. Not this year. No.
The 2 minutes in Perus.
The Ministry of Railways Development, in conjunction with its agencies, the Ghana Railway Development Authority and the Ghana Railway Company Limited, together with officials and engineers from PESA Bydgoszcz SA, the Polish manufacturer of the diesel multiple unit, wishes to inform the general public of an accident that occurred today during the site acceptance test of the new DMU on the Tema-Mpakadan railway line. At approximately 12:10 p.m. on Thursday, 18th April 2024, while conducting the test, an incident took place around KM 76+100. The DMU, upon approaching the curve at KM 76+100, encountered a stationary vehicle stationed right across the rail track. How? Despite the immediate application of the emergency braking system, the train was unable to come to a complete stop before colliding with the vehicle. It is important to note that the vehicle was unmanned. The location where it was found is not designated as an authorized level crossing. Thankfully, there were no injuries sustained by passengers on the train or bystanders. However, there was minor damage to the driver's cab section of the train. The incident has been promptly reported to the police, and investigations are currently underway to ascertain the circumstances surrounding the incident. The DMU involved has been moved to the workshop for further assessment and necessary repairs. We assure the public that safety remains our utmost priority, and we are committed to ensuring the continued safe operation of our railway systems. We urge all stakeholders to remain vigilant and adhere to safety protocols when operating or crossing railway tracks. We will provide further updates as the investigation progresses. And is signed, Ministry of Railway Development, Ghana.
Yate. Radin better than I say, Obian.
Yente, we state.
Radin better than I say, Obian pride.
Fred
Kojo say, Omo railway line to ono ache. And he say, none of the train you call. I could start test run there. Meaning the extent to which your education along the line. Because I'm saying, a new juma. And to be clear, and to mean to what extent our yes, awareness, and me with the shots, yes, and to no Bian cross it, no Bianco Pac. I don't know what they did, but whatever that the case is, no. Your bumper, Ghana taxpayers, man, the coast is a bimana, America, but I need to see bumper is the next time my announcement not quickly. Railway line for some time.
The young pack will train you second hand.
No, so quite not, sir. I mean, how? You see, there's some.
Now, some that makes sense.
No, but there's an official communication. Why would no? Why would Nanaya want us to be
second hand train or I got to Chima?
Can you imagine? I might show no be able to matter. So,
that's one person choosing the based on what?
Now only in
why you know? I found a better test run across the Uber pay rails now. Uber be announcement because you didn't. She had wait me a breaking. I could railway line if you feel like a bono. I can use to verify Senator this one. I say, yo, now, Sasa,
whatever, I don't know what to say.
That's what we are the money. That's what
can say. Train engine. Nti we kan page na wan kan kunu ni brace nya adwuma break pass ni na ru we break
was not man,
it was all what man,
and it was not parked at a designated crossing.
No say inefficiency so nim say car bia park wan san na betwem.
How do you know? Come on,
there should be clear
parking. Car drive here. Would you know? Do you know ahead of
the car is not supposed to be parked on the roadway.
let's go by what the ministry has said.
We won't go by it. At the Ghana, we won't take a hook, line, and sinker. We won't interrogate it and interrogate it does not make sense. How can you come and tell me so you test drive on a railway? No case you now we need a case you. There are warning because Obibeko end of the railway paper chop. Obibeko end of the
report.
Oh, paper chop. My make us oh yeah, my befriend did you okay? Yeah, you true. Obibeko railway no. My make come on.
Chance, me see. Release this your money. Release this your money.
Some Charles say this is a very dangerous thing. Let's granted thing could be taken. In the car, I pack you on the road. Who about a test drive? Also, a test run. No, end to end. That is the point.
So why would you allow them?
No. But I'm saying I can't even pack you because as a son, I'll be moving. That's what I'm saying. There's incompetence and negligence. And the machine itself too is not good.
Okay. I
am saying so they breaking into me. Break passing in our
on a more serious on a more serious we cannot because you are the argument in because she started by saying say machine no air second hand because yeah, but let me do this. Oh, that
the point is that once there's a test run, we have to get it straight. Any day fine. I say without fine.
That's the point I'm making. But what show say after what far on in between the line somebody
you cannot do that.
Let's all agree say be an system.
No, it could be the negligence on the part of driver. It could also be but my point is that for the railway authority when he say me person on the railway line be almost the station now bit now and time now it is stated in the pressure you survey the limit before they started to pray. These are questions you can answer. Why if you are not change that why should be allowed that?
Well, we are true that how can
you just run ahead of yourself and conclude say why you want almost say you see Nana come out you cannot do that. I think I'm saying a brand new break.
Because me beside me person can say why you are doing a test run of such a serious year. Yes, a brand new breaks.
Can move for you are sitting on a show with limited information which we can say break it here and change. Don't do that. No. It's a statement.
Almost statement, the deductions.
Yes.
Deductions, no. And yet the final conclusion. Yeah, deductions said the material ban. Maybe I'm taking the material ban. Refuse to be a more system. There's a certain level of negligence.
Yes.
What goes into finding that negligence is what we are waiting for.
Because
dangerous for a train to
yes,
and then will be
exactly. And this is a new railway line. You should know. Now you know. These are legitimate. We are already incorrect. Yes, but you cannot run into conclusions by asking legitimate questions. Now I was
asking questions.
Well, I mean, how do you do that? Nana, I won't in this in the
Dominic,
I'll finish
with the videos.
Friend, my make last thing, Pacho. So, yes, I test you and Aquamina. There are people around me that always second-hand breaks. I'm the head.
Can you imagine? This won't score any cheap political. It is not going to score any cheap political. You can say it for whatever.
Grandma. Drivers for us, my king. Share a driver for phobia. Oma boom my pa. Na a bus come to about commercial drivers. Na ya share the way I can see. Ghana Hano. We operate a free economy, market economy. Ukona koto ufuna every cycle. Now the comadina. Obi eni wo regulated price abeton. Una oye wa market survey. No matter the time say iPhone 14 Pro Max na got free cycle. Ebi am nyane 10,000. Obi de go be 20,000. Obi go be 11. Aname boa. Uko even filling station na ye tofu e Ghana ha no. We don't have the same price for fuel.
That's true.
Station there could be any the price of the amount. The only group of people are a bus of Modi. Omako turn a bobby or the mom. So much charging only driver so deba for Modi. Umayantinase. Na engine 2 months, son, not two. Grandma, I don't know the last time I only drove an idiot in Commoda. You know, bro.
Papa.
A driver for a bread or Ghana. Hey, I'm telling the truth. I was in Puku.
We in Mujano, Monkas, only to Marco.
I bet Mamma say.
Shannon be my one
Casaman can be.
Banana do to me.
Nothing man can bring me. What you say, come on? You can't fool and you can say me. 2016. A gallon of fuel. 4.5 liters.
No, 14
to 50% of Ghana. Come on, now, you can say a liter of fuel. More than 14.5. I don't see a fuel anybody in Ghana. I buy taxes now, more than 50% of the price. Second one, come on. Any year see me $1 here, see the attitude a pansy. And no mama for any boy in Sano. She obey. You call a room. We you know, Fenesen, Coco Border, Omubasis, Omuna Madina, Omuna Dansuma, Epic workers, educate me. Almost all the agencies need department, ECG, VRE, and now Mubas now.
I say.
And me come infancy. Ko pumps na ko check all the things say wo. Na ya bind the man ka ye gwel. Na ke be twem say me dem na omfu ani bo be ba fam. Go and check their prices, so I think it's the highest in the market.
Esikafo na to gwel.
Gwel na ya bind the okama. Omfu na ni bo den sin obi a okuma.
Ese go the coupon na 20 ni bi dia onko.
Come on to make answer.
No to say no money from say.
Okay.
People to follow go the cause go the coupon. It's here na ehwe.
Into go how many coupons?
Asempa page, asempa extra. And yes, the cost of obi dey am say o hwe dey obi na co package and dey share.
And real na coupon so we enye flat. Eba me cars match o hwe. Area ho no.
Oh.
Hey. Na car na e bo.
Oh, that's all the videos. Na mo ntobo bo ase.
Na car na we. Na dey accident ni engine na tui.
Oni mu amen kaza.
Na dey na to roto.
Kwaba.
Dey roto na.
Car bia o.
Car na say ko bo no na we hene. I didn't second hand break carry.
Only pay you. Please.
Hey, tracks no come on you.
Please. Mama ye nya akonya.
Ah, track na do to.
Enya track. Eh, no man na track.
Yeah, Pierre Roma.
Refurbished, can you imagine? Baby say me ho.
Come na ka me so ho akọ fe come na ka no
o si anko di ka na ekwa ye.
Ka ne ties.
Ka be no.
So that you see.
Onye ne ties.
Ka no way.
Who ka na ina down.
Di ka na the body way.
Ne accident.
Accident down body.
Ka no na da am say awa
She.
O ne ka we dey say sim wuram dada.
Hey. No. I don't know you are somebody I will come.
A boy na kwa
was then kwa be
that's the point.
Na nya bia o metu train so no mo so ma
And I think car park.
No, because a new no, I'm sure more area on baby na drain and
train a year. Me I think
don't say train for some time.
Oh, where you see you be a somebody is incompetent. Straight out.
But to us with the
Na na we so ufi kumasi na eba nampa.
Ade.
So we ni eni bi enen.
Me fi kumasi say ezem go ayeti. Ezem ko mo fe me ko me. Ade na ye busu ayi o. We yanka ayi ho. We dey ade tell say we ye pacho am ka bibi ka. Okay, we o. Ma so bo a. Me mo ano. Hey, ade.
Ma stop no the
Ade mo mpadi.
Janu no tugumu yo.
Kama, na me kan say.
Ne de o so eni abre.
Aben odie nyina anya. The government is not helping all of us. Enye commercial driver from kwanse na ye come asemu. Ye nyina etofu ene ukoto diesel. A liter of diesel more than 15 Ghana cedis. 1 liter. Just a gallon no. Una more than 70 Ghana cedis so. Ewa Ghana ha. Trotro driver no ye dwuma no. Ono so ne yere ko market ko to ade o. Ono so ne back school. Ono so 12 school fees ni bi o. Enti ono wakotna minister wa increase prices. Yes minister to kwan. Yes mo kombra. Na so fuel na ni boko slow. But we are limiting the whole issue to just fuel so. Over do aboso kan ya. Obi regulate the way motor paper so. Come be sao.
Competitive pricing.
Obi any regulatory pricing ho. All na go to the different bridge there ba. E na wa go clear port. E na wa hye no so okay. Gearbox me turn na me menya me fa so. Na wa turn the amount. Come nso ahye asie. Ya kwendo na anye. Me na say me come almost every weekend bia me koba. Uba bia kwa boso kan.
Yeah.
Sauta ampa okwanzu twice and then na domo. Uko ba bia be check you breakfast nyina. Uko bia oba bia obe be say say obe check you oil. I service of your car. And see me dem misre no bia embe can say be say driver for jama only a lawless people. I saw a statement I think in the course of the week. IFE Ministry of Transport. And the statement no then now can you they were asking the police to be on a standby. Who can that statement no? Mentia say a man for being increase your fainty and the police won't got your manner.
No, they are urging the police
to do what?
Obiana will go contrary to
what you saying. And the police won't got your man. You see, this where the thing said the Ghana police service no. Omo de mo ye zombie for me to gas go arrest and go arrest mo jayo. What do you mean of that? See, no be increase the lot of fair. I will say, please don't go to majority of these people. Come out and make a massive no than you na make. And you will be now open and make back. Mama come with the come on, any measure, sir. Bibi only please don't go to go for the account.
The police cannot be described as zombies.
That is what I report thing. Otherwise, you know if you a statement like that. And say the police should be on the stand.
Therefore, the military by this statement urging the Ghana Police Service and other security agencies to be on the lookout for any driver who goes contrary to the directive issued by the GPRTU and the GRTC. These are mandated bodies.
No, hold it. This is a threat. What you're supposed to do as a ministry
about control.
Contrary to what? I have volunteered. and then the GPS bet me decide say miss me come mention class me here and then the GPS bet me decide say na so call any minutes yet na say end the tell me price boom
GPS you know
yes they have decided to form a meba
you are saying
members of that association they join voluntarily and they can live voluntarily.
I agree.
And now the bet na look every nazo corner.
Why are you making
what they tell me main country every nazo corner. I am no longer a member of GPR to you. Ukoye negotiate kwa ema ho. Meso me dem ho na me ya na me. See, we can't live in a state like that. Nyanka me minister ne be say. You engage these people. You show empathy.
But they are being engaged.
Engage how? Na course now engage am na yakwaba na nipa ne boka na. Onipa ne boka na also engage. How are you going to tell me to finish the engagement?
Do you know what you're encouraging?
What am I encouraging, Kamna? You see, they encourage be asking what they're encouraging. How many in the radio? For you to come out to all your proper business. Aha. What talk about mobilization yet work and pay? Only pana your work and pay. I can't. You cannot be free. Why you cannot feel in same? Why you cannot be driven in same? Why you cannot be driven in same? Why you cannot be in same? And so me and you be chow car. Over than so sako den.
Yeah, my friend.
And me na make what you say.
Be careful on this. Driver GRTC.
I think that what the government should be doing. Let's talk to Gwel. Go and I bind here.
No, come my
it can price. I'm only price. Look at it again. I bind here. Yes, they must make profit. They must not run at a loss. But profit might not become the main. Oh, so Kumi, and then you know on can you. Hey, my share. And yes, many time. Well,
yeah.
And I bind in our idea because can you come price the crowd of fem kakra. Next to our bank so subsidize my commercial drivers kakra. We are trotro na. We are trotro driver na so e tell driver na call Gwela. The price na e different and be ma no. E wo fun kakra. And you need din come afi obeti ase. What you say but because we said no. Fuel price taxes na go so. And then you see COVID levy e da so bi. And then say emission tax e da so bi. Bibia e da ko petrol so. You are in the petrol to bonya cost pay. It affects everything in the economy. And to me, the minimum this secret. Minimum secret crown. You know, I drive for most moment. Mabum humodin pa. Said Namukasi Munyama 1 week. This economy comes to standstill. Because I'm for doing a cobina, Mukas no more the Codeba. Or how now money move from me in it. Check on it, Mamma. Say nam so many yenti na ke say abawe nkwa dia kame fam so makete mon kokra mon ko tinefie na okomondum na mu no mu preocupe by esrem mon go back to the negotiation table na ko din komo na ban so embo mo no yi some of the taxes free so na ban so engage Gwel for no more di o mo prices kakra
mo ba mo be dem
ye na abai mu ne e na kan wase
pe tumi e dia ba ben
come on, and come on,
say and your papa. Oh, dear, I'm a
and make come on, say manifest to the moon be found.
No, we are now condemn who's Macondem. Now condemn will be said, and I'm not
agree with and show. And I'm saying, I want to know challenge for and now. And having a because run away from
the solutions. Don't tell us our problem.
I've given my solutions already. I'm saying
that the NDC comes to power and GRTCC and GPRT, you know, BBA, they have to engage Gwel for going.
You see, come out you are being very mischievous.
No, but
what is a solution?
Yes,
I've appealed to the drivers who want to go back to the negotiation table.
But look at the chain out, maybe on the free.
My council say, I baby, yeah. I buy social Gwel, not price name from Kaka. My cat third one, say taxes never you're reducing anything by power. I will make the same admonition. Say
the position of NDC in terms of drivers also make your more
may say the manifesto and check, but they do whatever we have planned to be in, you see it.
All right, but that's fair.
I've told you that.
Okay. Kumi.
Oh my.
Namuzi train
and Kumi
assembly bureau no more. I say 2 opposition against 1.
Opposition
2.
That's say opposition.
2 opposition against 1.
Just only come.
The CPP need opposition.
O say.
The CPP opposition.
Are you in power?
And your opposition.
I'm say 2 opposition against 1. So
that's only come round our by.
Oh.
Only come round.
It is 2 opposition against 1. Now, Mama Mekaka, what is your
opinion? Talk as a man.
I'm with me, Mama Daniel Alliance.
Next time, me Mama. Come on, me host to program.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean sorry.
You're listening.
But
let me just say, your free market economy. So what I said, your free market economy. What it means is competition is allowed. And it's not me na me jina so 2 years no more for say. And I'm 2 bi o na wutu na wan hwe ni na ujiji wan na fele say senate bia ye na de won ti betimi atum sanesi pe bia e be wie no na wadwuma na be say eventually because me no kasa on say Fred kasa wie no say omko back to the negotiation table. Say we also obi atimi here the ope which negotiation table are you referring to? Nobody is threatening anybody. Me catch oh don't do that. Don't do that. So you know that there is a negotiation table. Some mechanism sir.
Debut.
Na fi the minister be.
GRTCC.
Nana, odenya we do so na we bisa.
The person maybe a minister so on top petrol ni bi.
Dear.
I go make you na me coupon bi why.
Coupon.
Dem da go.
Me nti say o time na unyanya.
Go coupon na dem dey talk.
Obi am
very distracted.
It's your mind the honest truth ni say. There's a problem. There's a problem. Entina mpeni for this mechanism when they go or say a minute do na price ni cost wa wo kwan say obetum now so in fact to me share on sana into musa na osi penny bia na nko generative problem onim say a foot as letter how kan ya na Fred etum futu egu nkofo ani say I mean kan say driver ni bi koto fuo mu rate en say otum ana say ne mfofo entum a etimi generating tokwa e wo car ni mu ana say hyen nim ama be wie che kwa na obi ayeden epra ama no so akwa wie police station it is say stakeholders eco meeting no mo yese emene so a ye betum be meni nsuye die ensem fata so betutu mampamerika akoto obuo mu a ensem fata we na hwehwura na ni sen a federal TV da NPP aban enti say ndisi aban ye be ka say odwan funu enti say bi omo kan ye ntie
enye no atena ka say
ye odwan funu enti ade bi ono a yes ombe take preventive measure near the share atu near making sure say adoba phone ebedi san share ne so na ma omo ankoya ade a ebema omne public na na say passengers na call class ade a emwa enti say wo kan say sebi no say Fred tia o kan say no o kan say your price control mechanism bia omo aban ba power omba be tifu o so na so mba
me so full and boy den
my dey kasa
I don't know person weird sir
the ones what say so
I don't know so
as well got so
me say so na me nka dey o person woka
there be what
me
twa antro na
the not so
me twa antro enti o my no kwepa ne say driver for the esromo they should listen to what their mother unions are saying no mun nyina mun sipon no mun determine price enkofa or how ni oye ne biama say na me kan no say na ma
chairman not the
secretary no matter the council of some of the registration or no he's not representing his people
oh my dear to one forget no one ko tie no ko bia na when this meeting
he's not representing his people
oh the men
e bia na ndisi
himself
e bia na ndisi we are here
Jaisa Fred
statement that bonten no na you discussing and you futu na otugun
go say GP secretary no is not speaking for his members
but he's speaking for you
about to honest about
speaking for you
is a brio no why
yes
But what do you know? Because enough young.
Does it? See, we see about could be a. Because me cast said now, dear.
Yeah, briefly.
I am it say. Once a my politics, Mukraya and hygiene. And to be say bad night or discourage others from even venturing into that.
Oh, so too for Mura man yourself.
Oh, say monetization of our politics, but on no, I didn't know free crew. Me, I don't know.
It's not been well.
It's not been. She's still not well.
And the
I mean, sir. But yes, you are extra. Yes, you are extra. But you need baby. You need crony extradition. Because if we don't have an extradition, you need baby or. But baby, or want to see any extradition treaty. How do we say a befan the number? But because. Maybe your banner dear. I mean, this about we need to be circumspect. You see, this is about the first time Yakasi do bar atum on that score. A fact we need to, because here per mile politics. We need the. I'm telling you, sir. We need to be.
It's worrying.
Said the. Na medium bia ye dey me we bi ni
public office holders yenye careful
me be cause the money me a politician. The monetization of our politics is problematic.
It is
very problematic because the position in ma we are obi feel say so hwe no obi feel say so talk am obi feel say so we hwefie on pressure and is one na also me believe say niam ni be ko betimi abo afa na ni so na ba bia no wo no what I say maybe ko obi ba beji sika bi wo metua wa beji loan bi party for ya party no so enye one side po ko hwemu no
na ya be kasa onim bibia ye nim
da bia de ne so na ye hu bibia akọ ne I am saying say me kasa
saying something you don't know so say